Welcome back to Numbers on the Board.
Numbers on the board, yes!
We are here to talk all things hoops in a festive holiday spirit. Before we get into that, I want to remind you to leave a like on the episode and subscribe. I want to let you know that if you go to enjoyball.com, the Enjoy Run Club drop is officially live. Go get it while you can. It is extremely, extremely limited. On today's episode, we're going to talk about one thing every NBA team should be grateful for and so many other things. Fellas, how we doing today?
Feel good, man. I'm feeling real good. Thanksgiving. First of all, can we give a round of applause for how wonderful Friendsgiving was?
Yes,
My
it was.
goodness,
It was
I had
a
a
blast.
really
It was
good
a
time,
blast.
really great vibes. Austin and what's the other dude name? Christian.
I seen another side of Christian I ain't never seen before.
Yeah, they came out and joined us.
Christian's good with kids.
He's
He's over there playing with the
Until they
kids.
fell, and then he ran away because he
Yeah.
didn't know what to do.
You know, we're just getting at that age where I'm just looking around the room as the festivities start to die down. It's about that time, and I'm asking everybody, what are you doing when you get home? Because I remember not that long ago, like just 2 years ago almost, it feels like, being in the same situation, and we all leaving like, you getting on the game, and this time around, everybody was kind of like, going home, going to bed.
Yeah.
There's nobody like, hey, we get, like 2 years ago, I truly believe we all left like, y'all trying to run? Like KB gonna be the center, Kyron getting on. But no, I had a really good time. I want to give you the game ball.
Come on, give me.
I want to give you the
Teammate,
game ball. The reason I want to give Darrick the game ball is because, as y'all know, the viewers of this show, months ago, your boy Unc had a couple procedures. And since then, I don't really eat fried food. I don't eat fried food at all. So when times like this come around, this is why I got to make my exception. The holidays, my birthday, different things like that. And I've been reluctant because I think of it as currency. I don't want to use my fried food dollars and not get the bang for my buck. Like Mike was telling me, the Wendy's chicken strips was really good. And I'm like, man, I'm going to take your word because I can't use my fried food pass on some Wendy's. It got to be top of the line. So Darrick, weeks prior, after one of these shoots, Darrick looked at KB and said, KB, get a pan. Can you get a pan of that fried catfish from the place that we go to, which was Cleo's. Got to shout them out. And KB, like, he looked at him because it's a pan.
It's a pan.
It's an extra $150. And it was just funny. It was a funny request that I even laughed at. I was like, he crazy. But y'all, I tell you, I walked in there, we sat down, we waited for you. Suzanne came and said, well, y'all want to start eating? It seemed like everybody here, or no, KB said that. And Suzanne was like, it don't matter. I said, hey, I would feel uncomfortable if we started eating and Darrick is not here. I do not want to be the person that gets thrown through the table because we started eating and he ain't here yet. But then we heard you on the way and we said, you know what, let's start. Now everybody acts shy. They put out all the food. They say, all right, everybody start eating.
I had to let people know multiple times. All right, the food is out. So
I didn't get up until P was like, I knew you heard what they said.
They said
it's time
two or
to
three
eat.
times. Suzanne said it all, hand can. And KB said, hey, yeah. And then I'm like, oh, okay. So I get up. No, everybody's sitting down. I'm like, you know what? Since KB, my cousin, this is house, I'll be the first one, I guess, to make everybody comfortable. So now I'm getting my food. And you know, that mac and cheese from Cleo's a hit. Yeah. So now I'm piling it. So now I'm like, man. So now I look back, like, man, get y'all ass up here before I go crazy on all this. And here come everybody, now they don't want to be shy. But I went and I got all of these chickens. I said, you know what, let me grab one of the fishes. Darrick wouldn't mind, let me grab one of the fishes.
Come on.
I ate my food.
Mind y'all, it's a whole pan.
It's a whole pan. Big pan.
Right, that's how I felt at the time. I bite into that catfish, bro. That catfish was so good. Then Mike got the Louisiana hot sauce. I say, let me get some of that. I throw that on there. When I tell you, this is the first, right hand of God, this is the first time in my life where I had chicken and catfish, and I preferred the catfish. To the point where it was a whole pan, right?
Yeah.
I go back. It's 3 pieces of catfish left. And I'm like, I opened up my mouth too much because I was telling everybody, like, this catfish is catfish. Darrick walks in, and he bring his stuff in, and I find him with the catfish in my hand. I say, hey, this is the best catfish I ever had in my life. And he said, you ain't know? I'm like, oh, you had it already? So, yeah, game ball go to D Mills. That's catfish was so good. I'm looking forward to my birthday now.
I knew you used to eat it all the time at
and I was
Soleil.
only getting the chicken.
Because I was like, how you go to Soleil and get day catfish, but then you go to Cleo's, but you only get the chicken?
I was getting the catfish from Soul Vibes.
Soul Vibes, yeah, Soul Vibes.
Because the reason being is because I never really had, I'm a chicken person.
Yeah.
I never had a reason to get the catfish. Once I had the procedure, I'm like, I can still get some catfish. And now when I go to Soul Vibes, it ain't even fried. I get the blackened catfish.
Oh, the blackened catfish
Which
is
is
still
really
good.
good. Yeah, it's really good.
They sell that at Papados too. If you don't want to get it from that
Oh,
far.
for real? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, the catfish was the star of the show though. The entire day,
And you
everybody
ain't
kept
eating
talking
none,
about it.
man.
Didn't have any.
I know you ain't a
can't.
fish guy. What you,
The
oh,
batter.
Oh, right. I
Did
thought
you ask them if they had dairy-free options?
Yeah,
Did
they just didn't.
Suzanne made the dressing?
I don't know who made the dress. It wasn't Suzanne though.
It
I don't
wasn't.
think.
Whoever made that dressing did a
No, I
hell
thought
of a
Suzanne
job.
did.
Maybe it was. I mean, we were podcasting all
I
day,
think
so
it-
I don't know. And then when I got home, I ate real quick, and then I went to go get the food. So I don't know what was made by who.
It could be Suzanne because Elena was talking about it like it was from Suzanne.
Okay,
She's like,
there you
Suzanne
go.
did her thing.
No, she did do her thing on the dress.
Incredible time though, man. Love to see everybody kids. Josie and John baby is adorable. Obviously Amaya is cute. Avery and Ivy. And then the last thing I'm gonna say, KB and Darrick. And I told y'all this already. Angie is walking with Amaya. Mike comes in. I don't know what made me ask him this. The same reason I don't know what makes me ask anybody anything. I just be asking. But something says, ask Mike who that baby is. I say, Mike, who is that? Mike looked at Angie, looked at Amaya and said, oh, that's Ivy. For the people at home, Amaya is KB's most recent daughter who's still a baby. Ivy is Darrick's daughter who's been running around
Talking,
for,
jumping.
I don't know how long.
She over 2 years old.
And Mike is like, oh, yeah. And just walked off. Like,
No, I didn't. I came back. I said, that's Amaya.
No, you did. But after you said it was Ivy, you like was about to turn and walk off. Like, yeah, like it. Yeah,
Duh.
what you like? Why you
Duh.
ask me that? Like, duh.
Oh, yeah.
And it was just the
I
most
blame my genetics, man.
hilarious thing.
My mom and dad been calling the children the wrong name for a long time, so I think it's just in my genetics. Man.
That's a good
got you.
recovery, boy. That's a good recovery.
Blame it on mom and dad.
Blame it on my
Man, I've been called Michaela a lot of times.
I actually saw your mom's TikTok account yesterday.
Really?
She commented on one of the Enjoy Basketball videos, and I was like, who is that? And I clicked on. It was like a bunch of videos of her and your sister like doing stuff. And I was like, oh, that's kind of cool.
Wholesome.
But yeah, shout out to everybody that came out. Added some new faces to the family. Obviously, Christian and Austin were there for the first time. I put that group picture on Twitter, and they was like, we like Mark. Oh, wait. We mess with Mark because Mark messing with us. You know what that old clip is? Fuck. We fuck with Mark because Mark fuck with us. Just saying that he's one of the few white dudes there in a whole group of black guys. And
You know
it's
what
like,
somebody commented? Like, I think, I posted a picture. I was trolling. I was like, Christian had one beer and asked the KB for a raise.
yeah.
No,
And
that was hilarious.
That mug got like 250,000 views. I'm like,
That
what the
was
hell?
hilarious.
Like, people know who Christian is. But somebody commented on there was like, it's not funny. It was kind of cute. It was like, man, that Christian dude is really living a life. Like, he worked with y'all, and now he's a part of y'all friends. Like, that's, and I was like, damn, people look at us like that, where he look at that Christian like
he's so in there.
right, because like, I guess they did just find out who Christian was probably, 7 months ago?
Angie's brother, his friend group says the same thing.
about Christian?
No, about him. Like when he went to go do suit fittings with us, and he told them, and they was like, "What? You just get to hang out with them?"
Oh my God!
Oh, I didn't even know he knew what the fuck we
We don't do nothing.
We don't do nothing. The suit fitting, we all just sat down and waited our turn. We didn't do nothing special. The same thing with Friendsgiving. It's just people hanging out. Maybe some cards being played, but for the most part, it was just But that's crazy. People look at it that way. Christian told me his whole life story.
Yes, that's the funny difference between Christian. Like, Austin was in there blending in. And I know, obviously, Austin is a brother, so it was nothing for him to blend in. But Christian, boy, I look around, and Christian just hilarious. Christian grab a plate.
Oh, my God.
19 chicken wings
Bro,
on
he
it.
had nothing but mac and cheese and chicken tenders.
And then he had regular
wing.
mac and vegan mac.
Vegan mac.
Like, apart from each other. It's like, what is
It was
going
just so
on?
funny that there was so many food options, and his plate is just
7 pieces of chicken wings.
and all mac and
And
cheese.
mac and
That little kid play he just
His
had.
questions that he asked. You know what I mean? It's just different things, how he introduced himself. You know what I mean? Like,
Christian won left, right, center.
yes.
The big pot, too,
Yeah,
right?
he won the big pot.
Yeah.
Christian walked out of that decent.
He gonna show me the money and said, "Hey KB, I'm quitting," because he had like however much money was on the table. He showed me the money.
Oh, I'm quitting.
I'm quitting.
He was trying to do a money spread too on his own.
That game was actually really fun. That was my first time playing it too.
Oh, that game is fun.
Yeah. While y'all were playing, I was stressing over the Bulls losing to the fucking Wizards for most of the game.
You were. That was actually funny.
Yeah, you didn't play. Now that I think about it, KB just in the cut, looking at us play.
And watching the Bulls.
And for those of y'all at home, because a lot of people was commenting like, I can't believe they played this game. I can't believe it. We played 3 times. Christian won once, and then the other 2 times came from 2 of our friends that are in a relationship. Well, our homie and his girlfriend. So crazy that they
Somebody
left
said
away.
they can't believe we played that game.
That we know what it is. Some people
Oh.
think that this is like some secret coded
Oh.
game or something, but they were surprised to see us playing it. Even when I first posted pictures, they're like, I know what y'all playing.
Oh.
It was like, an element of like, I
That
guess.
was a lot of people's first time. I think I pretty much introduced a lot of y'all to it. It's a fun game, man. You can.
It is.
Everybody brings some singles. We play $5 games, $10 games.
I think it's the
whatever.
first time I played with that many
$10
people.
games would be crazy.
We
Man,
did.
we
Did
gonna
we? No, we didn't do a
$5
$10
bills
game.
next
We did
time.
5.
We just did a 5.
$5 bills.
And that's the first time I did
$20
that.
bills next
Whenever I
time.
played with my homies on Terry and them, we always kept it at 3.
Oh.
But I kind of like pushing it to 5. That was
Yeah.
kind of dope. But yeah, Terrence and Morgan being able to. At first, they was next to each other, and we was like, oh, we got to split the couples up. So they sat across from each other and still won.
Last thing, Caleb flew in, man.
Yeah, he flew in strictly for Friendsgiving and left.
Flew in, and we never know if Caleb is serious about pulling up to something, but he pulled up, flew in
He
specifically
had
for.
one of the moments of the night. All I hear is, yeah. He's trying to pick Jackson. Jackson, let me go. The hell?
Jackson, come on now.
Do not
He
touch
getting
me.
too close.
I've never tried to pick up Jax. I always ask KB, does he like being picked
I don't
up?
feel comfortable
don't
picking
mind
up
it.
other people animals.
You just never know how they're gonna react.
Yeah.
So shout out to Caleb.
Drop the mic.
We got to drop the mic.
I do. I want to ask y'all, do y'all think zone defense will become more of a staple in today's game? Looking at some of the stats, the Rockets are the top team. They run it like 17% of the time. After that, it's the Bucks at 12%. And then teams like Miami, who's always been running zone for, with their defense. Portland has been running it. Denver, they're all around 7-8%. I don't think it's ever going to be like a team running it 50% of the time.
Yeah.
But a lot of like growing up watching basketball, zone wasn't really played by any teams at all. Now we're seeing it implemented a lot more.
One thing I can say I learned about zone is that no matter if it's AAU, elementary, high school, middle school, college, or pros, when a team throws out zone, it just fucks everything up. It's crazy that no matter what level, zone still has the same effect, whether you're in elementary or you're in the NBA. Your offense, like it literally just makes everybody start thinking and slow down. Like, hold on, what is this? It's like it's a foreign object put into front of everybody, like they've never seen it and they've been playing basketball their whole life. It's so crazy, but it might end up becoming like a thing for certain teams. Some teams may stick to man just because like they enjoy the switchability and they have that type of versatility. A team like the Rockets, those two bigs, that just makes everything a little bit like disjointed already because they already playing two bigs. So you put them in the zone, you got one in the wing, one in the middle. It kind of just makes everything just like it's hard. It's hard to score on that when you have two bigs already standing in the paint. So it depends on your personnel. And if you kind of don't have the defensive ability sometimes switching the zone can kind of help limit that. So, yeah, it could definitely become a thing that coaches utilize.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised at the numbers because I remember a few years back when the Heat were running it at 9% of the time. People were like, oh, my God, the Heat are doing some crazy. You said 17% of the time for them?
17% of the time.
That's insane.
That double big lineup kind of makes sense to run zone.
Especially when you also have the versatile other defenders, too.
Yeah.
Where, like, sometimes they can get back in their zone and you switch it up. You know, like some guy that normally is at the top because of the way the offense is setting up is not at the top anymore. To get to your original question, I would say yes, but also in those mini spurts that we're talking about. Like we saw the Rockets do it in the postseason last season, and it worked fairly well against a team that had Steph Curry. I can't see a team like Darrick is saying, it's like half of the time we're going to run a zone. I just don't think that's realistic, but
I think it
switches it up.
Yeah, it's probably going to be hard to run a zone 50% of the time or just majority of the time too, because once you start beating that zone, sometimes you have to fall back and say, okay, we're going to guard up this time.
That's kind of why I like zone because I like it when teams throw it at you surprisingly for stretches of the game, and then take it away, and then they throw it back. It's like they constantly playing this game of like chess, and like they making you really have to think because you don't know when you're dribbling up the court what you're gonna face, and I think that kind of just plays a mind game too with the other team.
Yeah. I mean, the more people see it, the more they'll get prepared for it too, which I think hurts it. So,
I remember when we used to have to practice against zones.
yeah, because two or three teams in a conference played
Primarily
Like
zone.
strictly zone.
like
Zone.
Syracuse type zones.
Was it Leiden?
Leiden, Morton, and
Proviso.
Proviso played
No, I'm
the
sorry.
fourth.
Not
Proviso
Proviso.
wasn't
Not
no-
Proviso. What team am I thinking about?
Proviso wasn't no zone.
Yeah, no, my fault.
no, we're on the verge of it.
Is it Downers? No, it
No,
wasn't
no.
Downers.
It was Leiden,
Morton.
Morton, and what is the other one? They were like blue and yellow.
Oh,
I can't get
Lions? No, I
don't
can't
remember.
I can't get
Addison Trail?
Oh no,
That's
they were
like
blue.
blue and white.
They were blue and white.
No,
It don't really matter.
Leiden is the team there. The Leiden Eagles or
Yeah.
something?
That zone will fuck you up, man. Especially if you don't have a high IQ to be able to play around it.
Sometimes you do got the high IQ and teams just fumble.
Yeah.
It's like, what is going on? Get the ball to the middle and let the rest happen. Like the Clippers, or I don't know, there's some teams that probably shouldn't be running the damn zone. The Clippers kind of fit into that when they played against the Orlando Magic a few days back, where they ran the oldest lineup ever. It was like Chris Paul, James Harden. I think I talked about this a little bit. They got Wendell Carter in the middle of that zone, and they just let baseline cutters, Anthony Black or Jonathan Isaac just cut baseline, and they were getting easy buckets time and time again. Some teams, you think that the zone can be a crutch, where it's like, we're not athletic enough, let's run a zone. But if everybody not moving in unison, it's going to get fucked up.
You
Also,
still
you
need
got-
that athleticism.
Yeah.
And I think also just for the offensive standpoint, having someone who's having high IQ, being able to flash to that middle, get the ball, read everything, make the right pass, or either look to be aggressive from that middle, that just opens everything up. Because, like, if you zone against a guy like LeBron and he flashes to that middle, he has so many options. There's so many options for LeBron to make a decision on what he's going to do with the ball.
Have y'all been liking LeBron's 2 games against the Utah Jazz? Like his fit and everything? I saw a lot of people talking about, of course, he hasn't scored a bunch, that like the time has come finally, that he's fallen off, yada, yada, yada.
Oh, my God.
Obviously, maybe some Twitter jokiness
Yeah.
in there, but like, how have y'all seen his fit through these 2 games?
It's still too kind of hard to tell. I guess, and again, the games have been against the Jazz, and they haven't been particularly close. I know the Jazz made a really good comeback in that last game, but again, we haven't really had the need for like LeBron to really go crazy.
Yeah, I think he said he fits into any system. And so I think he's kind of just coming out there and just not fucking things up. He's kind of just playing within the flow and letting things come to him.
But-
He's being like another big playmaker.
I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing though.
Yeah,
like
I don't
I mean,
either.
again, it's LeBron James, but at the same time, he's still battling the sciatica or whatever. Like he's up there in age. We don't want LeBron to have to exert X amount, like, you know, have the same 30% usage rate and everything at this level. I think the more he can find himself just fitting in as a basketball player, he's going to overachieve just as LeBron James.
I agree with Mike, especially in terms of the regular season. They doing their thing. They was doing their thing without him. There's no need to come in and just make it the LeBron show. Again, at least for the regular season or until you need to. And yeah, it has been 2 games. It is against the same team. So I don't
First game, they
see
actually
how
were.
people can take too much from it.
First game, the Lakers actually came out pretty flat against the Jazz because they were kind of looking to just get LeBron James acclimated. And he's just like, just play basketball. He'll get himself. You don't got to worry about LeBron.
Yeah, no, I feel that. I think that if LeBron can, I don't want to use the word coast, but do this level of effort and still be able to win ball games and be able to go into the middle of April and be like, oh, he can turn it up at least a little bit for the postseason, then that's just a win-win for everybody. I also saw people's like, man, maybe this is going to be the season where he don't get his 10 points once because he's been somewhat close in the last 2.
I think it's somewhat in the back of his mind that he's going to get that 10.
He going to get 10.
He's going to get 10.
We've seen him like make sure he get that.
Yeah. I think it's going to be hard for him not to get 10. He'll get that 10.
Get that 10. All right, P, I saw you made a video about the Ja Morant and Klay Thompson thing. Can you give us a Spark Notes version of that? Because I don't think that happened after our last episode, so we haven't had a
That
chance to
happened on
talk about it.
Friendsgiving.
Friends, yeah.
Getting home and being like.
Yep.
So basically, long story short, Dallas Mavericks play against the Memphis Grizzlies. We all know Klay Thompson plays for the Dallas Mavericks. There's history between the Grizzlies and the Warriors that go back to 2021, where they face each other in the playoffs. This is en route to the 2022 NBA Finals that the Warriors won. This is Jaren Jackson tweeting out strength in numbers, the mantra from the Warriors. That all kind of made that into a thing because then Klay, as a competitor, remembered that. And then after they won a championship, said, these clowns and these bums, referring to Jaren Jackson Jr. and the Memphis Grizzlies. Tension rise from then. You go into the new season, they play on Christmas, another physical, hostile game. And then after that, the Malika Andrews, Ja Morant comes out. I'm fine in the West. That's where we get that from.
Yep.
And so this team, these sides have had tension. The thing about this, though, that's very interesting is the play specifically that I believe sparked a lot of this was Santi Aldama and Cooper Flagg hit the ground on one of those bang-bang plays, and Cooper Flagg gets up rather quickly, and Santi Aldama grabs his ankle. Very stupid, very idiotic, in my opinion, in 2025 with all of the technology, every angle camera that they have. Why do players still try to do little secret dirty things as if nobody's going to see? Blows the hell out of my mind. Klay Thompson, like a true vet, stands up for his young player because that was extremely dirty. Klay Thompson is also a guy that's dealt with injury, so I could see how he could be, triggered by that. And in the midst of that, starts all of this shit. And Ja Morant is in his face and doing,
Wait, he did that in his face?
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't?
I saw that. I saw that clip about him telling him you a bum now.
Yeah, and in the process of that, he was doing this.
Yeah.
Well, before that, he did this because then everybody came and separated it. And the interesting thing that y'all probably didn't see in the midst of all of this, because that is one thing in itself, the broadcast of this. Did y'all see the broadcast?
No.
Dog, Santi Aldama is grabbing Cooper Flagg's ankle blatantly. The broadcasters, the commentators, their attention is on Klay Thompson standing up for Cooper Flagg. So they're watching the replay and like, look at Klay Thompson doing Klay Thompson things. You ain't gonna never be an enforcer. That ain't even like you. You ain't even cut from it. Like, they're not saying anything about what Santi Aldama did. Like, I kid you not, the whole thing, like,
and it's got to be Grizzlies broadcast.
Yes,
sure.
1,000%. But it was like mind blowing, and I get it. They're on the side of the Grizzlies. I completely understand that. But to watch professionals view that play, which was dirty, I don't give a fuck how much you like Santi Aldama or the Grizzlies. I don't give a fuck. To watch that, and your mindset is to say, look at Klay Thompson. Who the fuck he think he is standing up for his teammate? And then to say, you ain't no enforcer. You ain't even like that. It's like, I never thought that you had to be an enforcer or a tough guy to stand up. Imagine an old lady in our building getting her purse snatched. And you going like, let me go do something about it. And I'm like, hold up, you ain't no street dude. Who the fuck you think you is? You ain't no street guy. Sit this one out. The fuck? This is stupid to me.
Yeah.
And so I think that was the part that had me like, I talked about that a lot in the video because I thought that they was stupid. I thought that they was idiotic for that. And I think they dumbasses and jackasses if they view the game like that. And I think it needs to be called out because people, you have a certain responsibility. And then but after all of that, Klay Thompson goes to the presser or the post-game interview and talks about Ja Morant and, saying that it was kind of ironic for him to, no, not ironic, but it was on par for him to be on the sidelines talking trash because that's been a story of his career, which was like, oh, damn. But then the part to me that kind of brings it all together is the fact that Klay Thompson was able to do that and then also say some real shit where it's like, we don't want to see that. We want to see Ja Morant on the floor. We need our stars on the floor. He's an incredible guy. And we want our stars to be on there, and I don't want to see that go to waste. And that was the big thing about it all. But for me, putting together the video, seeing the commentators say that, they are jackasses.
I find myself 95% of the time when Klay Thompson is in, not to this caliber because he hasn't been in this a ton of his career, but in some form of him versus media, him versus player, him versus whatever, I find myself on Klay Thompson's side most times than not. He seems like a very level-headed guy, and what he said is true. Like, it got to the whole debate on Twitter. It was like, well, Ja Morant peaked higher than what Klay Thompson was like. I mean, in a talent for talent standpoint, sure. But it's not a single motherfucker in the world that's gonna be like, I'd rather have Ja Morant's career
Let's have
compared
that conversation.
to Klay Thompson's.
Let's have that conversation. I'm gonna start with you, since you was just the one talking. Who is a better basketball player, Ja Morant or Klay Thompson?
Just overall best version of
I want you to
themselves.
answer in whatever it means to you, because I think I agree with what you just said, but I think it's interesting to see how each person answer it, because I've seen the conversations on Twitter, and based off perspective, and this is gonna ruffle a lot of feathers out there because I know what people like in the media space. Off perspective, there may not be a wrong answer. I know that's gonna blow a lot of people's fucking minds because it has to be one side or nothing in every fucking thing we talk about in 2025.
Yeah.
But again, based off perspective, I'm interested to see how you answer this.
So yeah, I think that in my mind, even though Klay Thompson spent almost all of his career, he spent all of his prime with the Warriors, and that's all we've seen him in. There's no doubt in my mind that he would have translated to any other team he's ever really played for, with him being one of the greatest shooters of all time, him being a plus defender, getting some all-defensive votes in his career. I think Ja Morant, the talent level that he was at his peak, which was, I know he's what is he, 25 years old? We talked about 3 years ago, like it was a decade ago, but that's what it feels like. If I was a GM, because that's the role I play on the internet, and you got two players in front, you got the prime version of Klay Thompson and the prime version of Ja Morant, without a question, I'm going with Klay Thompson because I recognize that guy is fitting alongside all 30 other or 29 teams. While Ja Morant, even though he is very good and he had been able to raise at least the floor of the Grizzlies when he's played, I just don't feel comfortable enough with thinking that I could build the perfect team around him. You know what I mean? While with Klay Thompson, it don't matter who he has. He has a good ball handler like a pass the ball. I feel like he's going to be as effective. That team, he averaged 20. They brought in Kevin Durant. He said, so? I'm still going to average my 20. And he did. He did with Kevin Durant. So I think Ja's talent level makes it feel like initially you would go Ja, but I think I'm going Klay.
Yeah, I mean, and especially when you talk about big game moments, I think Klay Thompson throughout his career has shown us that on the biggest stages, he can show up and win you a game in those clutch moments, even though I know Ja Morant never been to places that Klay Thompson has been. But a big reason why Klay got there is because of his play as well. So I think, me personally, I would probably take Klay Thompson as well, just because of the big game factor, and also just because I just like the ability to have someone on my team who I know can get me 30 without dribbling. I think that's also such a beautiful part of Klay Thompson's game that I think will always translate in the NBA.
Ja is Mike's favorite player.
Yeah, I was very curious to see what he was going to go with.
I mean, just speaking about talent, is Ja Morant. Like, again, there's a lot of things that, and I don't even want to just bring the conversation at this point, but like Klay Thompson is limited what he could do, at least on the offensive end versus what Ja can do. I know Ja has been struggling with the offensive shot, but just jump shooting, but we're talking about prime version. Dude was a walking 30 points leading his team in a tough Western Conference. But y'all made a lot of good points, and I think that's where the argument comes more from, is just like Klay Thompson could fit with anybody.
Yeah.
You know, he might, and I say he's limited. He has one of the skill set he does have is one of is top of the crop.
Yeah. Nobody wants to defend that.
We're talking about for the movement and shooting that he does, he gets it off in like a couple milliseconds.
Yeah.
Like in prime Klay Thompson, you really weren't messing one of the top shooting guards in the league as somebody who wasn't the guy.
Mm-hmm. Y'all
That's how important he was.
Making me rethink my answer. Because I think the fault that we haven't thought, I feel like sometimes we look at things with the recency bias lens. Ja Morant did lead the Memphis Grizzlies to 2 seeds back-to-back years in a tough conference. He did have a playoff series where he averaged 35. You know, so I don't know. Maybe I'm rethinking my answer.
That's why I say I don't know if it's a right or wrong. It's based off the perspective. Yeah. I understand the perspective of if I was a GM and I was starting my team, there's no doubt I'm going with Ja Morant. If I had, I don't have anything. I have no other player. I don't know what's coming around next. I probably have to lean to Ja Morant. But when I was driving and thinking about it, and it's a little bit unfair to Ja Morant. Maybe it's unfair to Klay, depending on your perspective, because Klay has played and we got to see that play out. But maybe there is the fact that, hey, Ja's still young and you don't know and you have this world of potential or whatever that you can play with.
Ja
basketball player, though?
10 years younger than Klay, so he still got so much room. Because if we looked at 25-year-old Klay Thompson still fucking good. I was trying to give Ja the benefit of the doubt there.
I do think Klay Thompson is the overall better basketball player, though.
if I was, the way that I would look at it, for me, just my perspective, again, I know people are going to have a hard time understanding it. Everybody got a different perspective. How would I like build up my son to be a basketball player? I would probably develop my son to be more like Klay Thompson, just as a basketball player, than Ja Morant.
Yeah.
Because this is a guy that can play with anybody. He played basketball. He actually played. And he was able to win at the highest level on a consistent basis. And we all project that even if he was to have gotten traded or went to a different team, I don't look at Klay Thompson as a guy. Like, there's people who have the conversation that Draymond benefited off of playing with these guys. Yeah, they all benefited off of playing with each other. And obviously, they all benefited off of playing with Steph.
And yeah.
But I have no, like, if Klay had went to LeBron, Lakers, when they first got there, with Anthony Davidson, I think they do the same shit over there. Or if Klay had went to another team. And then when I saw the takeoff of Devin Booker, I was like, hey, maybe Klay Thompson had some Devin Booker in him that we never got a chance to see because he was just always thrown into one role that kind of just made him who he is. Now, he don't have the handle and shit that Devin Booker got, but
very stiff.
I'm kind of thinking
we
about
looked
it
at,
now.
but we looked at Devin Booker the same way coming out of Kentucky.
He was like just shooter.
Yeah.
And having the fucking reps of being that guy early on the Suns, I think helped him mold his game into being more of that threat. Hey, Ray Allen was the reverse. Ray Allen had a lot of shit when he was with the Bucks and the Sonics. And then a lot of people saw Ray Allen at the highest level in the Celtics and the Heat. And it was like, oh, Ray Allen's just some shooter. No, Ray Allen's a fucking scorer if you look back and do your history. But my things with Ja Morant is that he plays a very specific style of basketball. That's number one, and it can't necessarily mesh with everybody. My second thing is that mold of guard is super exciting, but there's not too many versions of it that we've seen take the crown and take the cake.
Yeah.
Number three, my most prominent thing is Ja Morant isn't on a fucking court. That's a big deal to me. That's a very big deal to me. And when he was on the court, yes, the
30%
Grizzlies were
from the field?
good.
Oh, you talking about back then?
Yeah,
Okay.
the Grizzlies were good, but the Grizzlies never did shit.
Yeah.
They was good.
Yeah.
But they ain't never go to the conference finals or was a game away from the NBA finals or lost in the NBA finals in 5 games. They were a good young team that had a lot of potential, that did a lot of talking. And unfortunately, the talking didn't match the actions. But in the grand scheme of things, that's where I'm at right now as I'm getting older and evolving my basketball brain, because I love the Ja Morants. I love the Trae Youngs. I love the LaMelos. I love a lot of the Zions. But what I'm getting to is like, the idea of a lot of players be better than what we got.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, it ain't a small feat to lead a 50-win team. I'm not taking it away from Ja. I love me some Ja Morant. But at the same time, as a mature thinker, building to win, which is the name of the game, a lot of the guys that we hold all of this shit for, it be like, even when they on the court, it ain't really led to much crazy shit. So it's like, what am I holding all this stock for anyway? Zion is incredible talent. When he been on the floor, the Pelicans been cool. They ain't been like top of the Western Conference, watch out. You know, and at least for Ja Morant, that team was like that at one point.
Yeah.
You know, Trae Young did go to the Eastern Conference Finals with the Hawks at one point, years ago. But so it's like, that's the thing I'm thinking about too, is some of the deficiencies that we scoot over because we are so enamored with that little, not even little, sorry for using the word little. We're enamored with that moment of these guys peaking. And it's like, is that who they are, or is that like the best version was this 50-win team that was a playoff exit?
Yeah, I think it's always tough to compare primary initiator to off-ball player.
Yes.
As far as who would you rather take, how are you ranking them? Because the guy with the ball in his hands is going to objectively put together better stats and overall just probably look better. But a lot of the times, I mean,
So let me ask you this question. In the middle of you saying that, this will help you figure out what you lean on.
Okay.
So what you just said, do you take a guy who can be a number one that ain't leading to a championship, or a guy that's a number 2 or 3 that leads to the championship?
Yeah, no, it's a good
That
question.
impacts winning. Yeah. I would rather take the guy that impacts winning.
It's hard to say because
that team was
honestly,
so special. That Warriors team was such a special team.
No right
And
or wrong
and he
answer.
makes it part of that too. Because I mean, honestly, that was going to be my last thing that I even added to it. Was just like, Klay Thompson is the perfect guy that complements a guy similar to Ja Morant. Whether it's a Ja, whether it's a Luka, whether it's a LeBron, like he complements the guy.
I think the hardest thing in basketball is getting the guy.
Yes.
So because of that, I might lean with the star player that may not be able to get you over the hump. Because at the end of the day, only one team can win a championship. And it's very fucking hard to build a championship team. But if you have a guy that you believe can be top 10, top 15 in the league, in your mind, you always do have a chance. I don't think many of us looked at those Grizzlies teams that were the 2 seed like, yep, this is going to be that year they're going to do it. But in the back of your mind, you had to think about at least a little bit.
Just a tad.
Especially coming off the year where Ja Morant had his All-NBA appearance, you had to think about them at least a little bit when you talk about contenders versus pretenders. They weren't one of them teams we just said, we're not even going to bring them up. So I may lean that way because I can see a world where whether it be Ja Morant or some of these other names we're talking about as the primary guy that may not be good enough to get over the hump, where the stars align perfectly. And you might be able to get to the conference finals like a Trae Young. You might be able to go on the deep run. I mean, some of the championships we've seen, even though I look at championships as all valid, some of the ones like, man, that team got, not the word lucky, but they did get some luck in going against this team without that guy.
So if you get lucky or the stars align, does that make you you? So, for example, do you view Trae Young because of that 1 year as that?
I don't. But I would say coming off of that, I did. But now I got 4 years since then where I'm like, actually, no. But I think that when they were in the conference finals, we go into the next season like Trae Young and them Hawks, they might be able to do it.
Right. Me too. I agree. But that's in the moment.
Yeah.
I think the difference with what I'm saying now is having those type of seasons and runs. As much as I still like Trae Young, he was my dark horse MVP.
Yeah.
I still have to consider that sometimes that should be a run and you not that. The Giannis's, the Shays, the Lucas, those names, they ain't having a flash in the pan. They consistently, that separates you.
Yeah.
That's the cream of the crop. You know, Paul George did it with the Pacers that 1 year, but then it ended up being like, oh, you know, like
Did
this
that
ain't a
Pacers
consistent
run
thing.
convince you that was who they are? Or
No.
do you feel like that could have just been a one-off?
I don't want to call it a one-off because that was a damn good one-off.
And they went against, I think they went against the Heat the next year too. It just wasn't in the conference finals, right? I think it was a
You
second
talking
round.
about Tyrese Halliburton.
Oh, I'm talking about the Tyrese Halliburton.
Oh,
one.
okay. I'm sorry. I thought you were still talking about
That was a
George.
damn good run that they had, so I don't want to disrespect them or undermine them by saying it was a one-off. But the injuries, the losing Miles Turner, they're not the same team. I have to consider that, and the NBA is changing so rapidly that I can't. You know,
I
it's
want to
tough.
ask y'all
They would have
something,
to
too.
do it again.
I can't say one off because they did it the previous season too.
Yeah, that's a good point.
'Cause
But yeah,
I want to ask y'all something. Speaking on the Pacers and obviously coming off their finals run,
they ain't do that 7 games in the finals run.
the way
They did.
Pascal's been hooping, if you got that offer for him, are you willing to trade him? Or are you saying we're waiting until Tyrese come back?
What?
What's the
What's
offer?
the offer?
Yeah, the
Say you
offer
get-
has to.
Obviously, you need the salary to match, but I'm saying you get young players.
Like who? You gotta give me an example. I'm not
'Cause,
saying
like-
not telling you to make a whole trade, but when you say young player, what's the caliber of a young player?
I don't care. The answer is no.
Okay.
I'm not really considering trading Pascal at this point because I already just saw what the success of him and Halliburton can bring.
That's where your head goes. If you are the front office of this team, and
I
you are
agree,
the,
but if somebody finna do some
I-
stupid shit,
I-
I
I-
gotta-
yeah,
and I don't
like-
even know about the players yet, but say you got like the same thing from Mikhail. It's like you're getting 3, 4,
Oh,
first
I'll just
rounders.
keep Pascal Siakam. But if I was getting that shit with a crazy
With a
young
crazy
player,
young player?
again, if
I might
it's
work up some
over-
trades for
'cause
it.
if cook up some trades
I
or
might
something.
work up some trades for the near
Or they
future.
get like
for it.
randomly.
But I'm with KB.
4 or 5 first
I
round
have
picks.
no reason to not.
you can't be 6 minutes away from the finals and be like, nah, we now about to
Yeah.
trade our guy.
Yeah.
For sure. But that team is the reason I said what I said to you about that. Do I believe in it? I believed in what they did for sure.
Yeah.
But this team is not that team.
Yeah.
And I don't know what this team is going to look like when Halliburton do come back. Because again, the NBA is just like, is Benedict Mathurin going to be on the team?
Yeah, we
I gotta pay him.
Like, I don't fucking know. Who's going to be the starting center?
I think it would do a lot
Jay
for
Huff.
the. I mean, not that.
J-Huff.
That's funny.
And
I
then
do.
what pickers they about to get? That's going to change
Yeah,
everything.
it
It's gonna
really
change
is.
a lot.
It will, you
But
know.
I do think it is going to be really fun to see because the opinion about Halliburton has gone so wavery throughout his career. It was like, oh, they stole him away from the Kings. Oh, this team is fluky. They got to the conference finals based on injury. Oh, they're in Game 7 of the NBA Finals. Oh, he might be a great player. And for them to be this bad, obviously it's not just him being injured. It's Miles Turner being gone and then other players being injured. If they just jump back into things, it's like, oh, we're back to being one of the best teams in the league. I think that's going to do a lot for like his overall perception across the league because he just dunked for the first time. I know we're going to get to things
Yeah,
to thank
I
you
saw
for.
that.
He just dunked for the first time after 22 weeks. So I don't know. But to answer your original question, nowhere in hell they can even field calls for it.
Now let's double back to the original of the original. A guy that can lead your team, even though it ain't at the top of the top,
or number 2 who's getting to the top of the top? What's better? Well, I'm trying to figure. What would you rather
Wait,
be?
say it one more
As a
time.
play, if I'm the person in the shoes,
If you're the person or you're the father of the if you're the father, which one would you want your son to be?
100%, I want the one that's winning. And I know it's easy to say without being in that position, but I don't know. I fucking like winning. I like looking at YouTube analytics and being like, my channel's bigger than that channel.
Yeah.
You know, and that's cool to me.
And then on top of the win, good things come with winning.
Man,
Like that's
Klay got paid.
Yeah.
Got a sneaker deal.
Yeah.
Commercials. Meg the Stallion. Come on, the man's winning.
But no, Mike, I was saying, would you rather, like, we have certain guys like, man, he's the best player on the team. But you're the best player on the team. Yeah, you are, but the team ain't like a championship team. So it's like, are you a number one? You're number one for that team, but are you like the number one? One of those premier number ones?
The premier number ones, I might take that. Because, I mean,
Well, I know. That's why I'm saying he's not. You're not that. You look
Yeah.
at Ja Morant as a premier number one.
no, I was just looking at a broader scale of just like premier number ones that might have not been able to get to the top.
We're not including them in the conversation because I know you would rather be them over Klay. I know you would rather be
I'd probably
Steph
be
over Klay.
then in that case, then I'd rather just have the winning career.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Because Trae Young got to the Eastern Conference Finals, but it's like that was.
I
one
wouldn't
time.
take.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I would
Yeah,
much
there's
rather be
levels to
Klay
it.
Thompson than Ja Morant.
It's levels to it for sure.
Because I do understand the conversation of the responsibility. You can never simulate and you can never take into account how difficult it is to be the number one.
Yeah.
You're the face of every scouting report, start to finish. They're preparing for you. That is powerful.
But I will say Klay Thompson was so damn good that he was at the top of the scouting report as well.
I mean,
No, the fuck he wasn't. He had Steph
yes.
Curry on the court.
He did. but
it was Steph, and then before Kevin Durant out there, is Steph, then Klay.
Oh, okay, so he's not at the top because
That
Steph Curry
is the top
here.
though.
It's like we have to stop the Splash Brothers.
No. Time out.
Man,
Y'all not about to get away
y'all
with
are
this.
tripping, bro.
It is Steph Curry, number one. There is
Yeah.
no
Are y'all
top.
kidding me?
We know
So you
Steph Curry
talking-
was.
are you
the
telling
MVP.
me
Okay,
not the top?
then he's at the top. Then.
Klay
It's
Thompson-
okay with being number 2 of it.
He's definitely primary.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not
okay.
saying that he's not getting scouted
Yeah,
for, but I just want to hold the
But
brakes
there's
on
no
top.
way you do this because there's
I
no
do
way you
think
thought
about
KB.
I do think about it though. Like you don't have to be the number one to be on the top. Of
But
the
like
scouting
they're
report.
also like we can't leave this motherfucker open.
Well, no shit.
So when
but if
they
you
had-
go into a game, was there ever a team that played the Warriors that said, "Hey, our most important thing is to stop Klay Thompson"?
Not a single time in his career.
No.
Right. So what the fuck are y'all talking about?
But I'm still saying that he was still up there and he was respected as if he
No
was,
shit. Why do we have to do this in every conversation?
What
do
are
you
y'all
think
talking
me
about?
and KB are saying that a team says
I still
disregard
said that
him?
he was at the top of the scouting report. It
He's
wasn't
not
like,
at the fucking
He's
top.
not.
I think y'all missed it. Yeah, I think y'all saying that just because I said he's at the top, I'm not saying he's number one.
So how many
That's what
people
we're
can,
saying.
how many people can be at the top of anything?
It's usually
It's just like 1 to 3.
I'm talking
One or
about
two.
end all
Okay,
be all.
so he had Kevin Durant and Steph Curry. So he wasn't at the top if it's 2.
well, that was only for 2 years.
Those are the big years that we mentioned. I mean, that's the dynasty.
That was a dynasty.
That was a dynasty.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, bro. If you are a coach of a team, your priority is to stop the light-skinned dude. I guess they're both light-skinned.
And
They're
it
both
does-
Short,
light-skinned
light-skinned
dude.
dude.
Yeah,
It
you're literally
doesn't-
trying
A
to
baby-faced assassin.
It does not mean we're leaving Klay Thompson. It does not matter. It doesn't mean he's irrelevant.
I bet there are times where teams went to the locker room after a game versus the Warriors like, we held Steph to 18. Klay Thompson got 26. Oh, okay. We held Steph to 18. That's a good game for us.
You said they're on into halftime.
They're going to the end of the game.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I thought you said halftime. I was about to
You
say.
might have
No,
just
you
said
might
that.
thought you
I
said
thought you said
halftime. I was
halftime.
gonna
I
say,
was
they
about to say-
definitely
They go
adjusted
into
to
the
some
locker
Klay
room.
Thompson then.
If you had a game where Klay Thompson was the number one scorer on your defense, you feel really good because that means Steph Curry didn't take off.
Yeah,
Unless you're the Kings where he dropped 36.
but
in
it's
the quarter.
also you also looking at that shit like, why the hell does he have that many points?
The reason
You're
is
picking
because
your poison.
of that guy, the other guy that's running around
You
that
have to
we
pick your poison.
prioritize.
That's why they were so dangerous. It's no disrespect to Klay. I don't know why
At
y'all
all.
acting like y'all don't understand. When you say the top of the scouting report,
Yeah.
that means one person. I'm not doing a group team. I'm not because very few teams have KD and Steph, Shaq and Kobe. Those are exceptions. So majority of the time, you don't have three-headed monsters or guys that are that elite. So most of the time, like when I referred to Ja, when Ja is in that driver's seat, it's hard to compare it to Klay because Ja is the start of the scouting report. We're willing to lose by stopping him. That is the direct relation to a Steph Curry. Because every night Every team that they play, focus is on Steph. We still acknowledge Klay. We're never going to leave him, Darrick. We're not saying let him just have open shots. But the priority is always going to be Steph. There's not one team or one coach we can bring on this. We will never bring Kevin McHale up here and say, yeah, my scouting report with the Rockets was let Steph Curry do whatever the fuck he wanted to do because Klay Thompson. Never.
Mm-hmm.
That's all, y'all. That's all.
it.
That's it.
I wonder.
Y'all making the top of the scouting report, the top 3 motherfuckers. Oh, then Draymond Green is involved. Yeah, Draymond Green is the top of the scouting report.
No,
fuck that.
Top
We talking about
is
one
like
guy
1 to 2.
where they say no matter what, don't let this motherfucker. We need to stop him.
And that guy's Steph Curry.
Always has been. Which is no shame. I don't think Klay Thompson, if he sat right here, would give a fuck that we saying it. He would be like, hell yeah. That's why I like playing with his ass.
That's why I went to go play with Luka.
Right, because his ass going to be at the top of that scouting report. The fuck?
Yeah.
Klay Thompson, man.
Klay Thompson, go play with Luka again.
It's not up to him. I bet he would if he
We
could.
talked about this, man. The Mavericks and the Lakers are banned from making trades. They can't make no trade, bro. Shit finna look too. They might even send that Luka trade back.
He probably been good with the fucking Grizzlies.
No, yeah, that's what
The
I'm
amount
saying.
of corner shots Ja Morant generate, yeah, he would have been decent. All right, great conversations. Before we go any further, I want to say thank you to our sponsor over at DraftKings. Fellas, you know all about DraftKings Pick 6 by now. You can pick more or less or different player stats for the upcoming games. Just pick 2 different players to your pick set, decide more or less, and sit back and see if you made the right decision for the entirety of the season. Me and the guys have been going head to head to head to head. Yep, to see who can put together the best picks. Can we get a quick look at the leaderboards for the season? We do want to say Darrick's record is wrong here. Darrick is actually in first place. So shout out to D. Millie. You had a perfect week.
Yes,
Correct
I
now,
did.
though.
It is correct? We
Yes,
fixed
it is.
Oh, my
8
goodness.
and 6.
Shout out to Austin on the back end side. So, yeah, Darrick, you're in the lead, man. Perfect week from you.
Good stuff, D. Millie.
How are you
know,
feeling?
baby, feeling amazing. You know, I do this. I have a good intuition.
Why
8
it take
and
you
6.
so
You
long to start
do
doing
this.
it then?
I had to catch the rhythm.
So you don't do this.
I do, but you know, sometimes you got to catch the rhythm.
For this?
Yeah.
This ain't like running up and down a court.
To me, everything's like running up and down the court.
No,
That's why you don't run up and down the court, because
Yeah.
everything else is.
KB, you remember what he said? He said, we actually got to run for the run club?
I know. I ain't wearing that if that's what it means.
All right, so we only got a 3-game slate today, so slim pickings, but we did put together a nice little pick set for y'all at home. I'll start off. I went Big Zoo points, 16.5 more versus the Lakers. I think he's been starting to put it together a little bit, being a little bit more of a bruiser compared to the first part of the season. Probably getting used to that new body he put together in the offseason. And now we know the Lakers have DeAndre Ayton as questionable. So it's like, hey, who's going to be guarding Big Zoo on that pick and roll? And can he get to his floater range? And 16.5 feels pretty good.
I like that pick. Especially if there's no Aiden. Definitely seems like it'll be a favorable matchup. Hopefully my fantasy team benefits from this as well. So go ahead, Big Zoo, do your thing.
Cup game. Blowouts don't matter.
Cup game. Yep.
Always important.
Staying in that same exact game, Kawhi Leonard, 20.5 points
The
more
return.
for Mikey.
This feels a little bit like this is super gettable for Kawhi, especially during a cup game where they're looked at the score points. I'm not sure if he has any I don't think he has any restrictions coming into this. The Clippers need him to play in this game. I feel like this should be easy. I'm going more.
Okay, not mad at it. Pierre, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, 18.5 points more versus the Wizards.
More.
More.
How do you like it? How do you like who have the Wizards stopped from getting anything they wanted to get? So
Nobody.
I'm riding the hot hand right now. Every time we went to the fountain of the Hawks, the more has generated some wins for us. So I'm going to continue that theme here. Nickeil has been doing his thing, and the Hawks are rolling. One of those teams is looking really, really good right now.
Lastly, Darrick, hot streak on the line here. Luka Doncic, 2.5 threes more.
This is one of them games where I think since the Clippers don't defend anything, I thought this was an easy more just because Luka's probably going to be in one of those games where he walking around dancing, jumping up and down, smiling at people, you know, talking his stuff. When Luka get to talking that stuff, that's when you know it's a bad day for you. So this is going to be one of them games for the Clippers.
He definitely getting the shots up. That's why I like rocking with guys like Luka, because they at least going to try.
I'm trying to figure out which arena it's in tonight. Like it might be a Lakers home game.
Well, I think
does that matter?
regardless, it's going to be a Lakers home game.
That's very fair.
So you don't even have to.
I
bunch
can't-
of 7-7 jerseys.
I can't wait
it's
to
at,
go out there this year for
it's at crypto.
for All Star and check out the
into a dome.
yeah.
It's one of my favorite things I'm looking forward to for this upcoming season. Okay, that's a nice little pick set from us at Numbers on the Board. I do want to remind you that it is Tuesday, which means that pick slices are available. I'll tell you more about that right now. NBA Slice picks are available every Thursday and Friday until December 30th. They basically lower a player's stat to make it more likely to hit. For those who haven't checked out DraftKings Pick 6 just yet, there's an exclusive offer waiting for you. Right now, new DraftKings customers can play $5 to get $50 in Pick 6 credits. All you have to do is download the Pick 6 app and use promo code ENJOY when you sign up. Pick 6 is available in most states, including Texas, California, and Missouri. So don't be afraid to get in on the action. Ride the upside with Pick 6. All right, we are back, and because Thanksgiving is right around the corner, we're going to get into some things teams should be thankful for.
Before we get to that,
Okay.
though, I just got a little quote.
Uh-oh.
Michael Jordan is the greatest player I've ever watched. LeBron James is the greatest player I've ever seen. Dwayne Wade. Well, what the fuck are you talking about?
Say it one more time.
So
Michael Jordan is the greatest player I've ever watched. LeBron James is the greatest player I've ever seen.
So I guess watch means that I'm assuming he's saying that.
Come on, you should take me there because I don't get it.
I guess when you so
Exactly.
no. So he said he's seen LeBron live and in action, like in person, but he watched Jordan. So like he watched footage of Jordan.
Okay.
I could kind of see where you're coming from that because
Because like he probably didn't watch Jordan live.
But then
I
again,
didn't
like,
watch Jordan live either, but still the GOAT to me.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I'm trying to think of like.
because I would say I
like,
watched Jordan, but I didn't see Jordan.
Because like how old was?
Yeah, let's rationalize
I didn't
Dwayne
watch
Wade
Jordan.
crazy.
I watched Jordan before, but I ain't see Jordan.
I'm trying to think about how old Dwayne Wade was when Jordan, like in '96.
He was aware.
So like, he probably didn't watch him.
He was my age.
What?
I mean, maybe he didn't. Maybe he.
Dwayne Wade was born in 82, so he would have been a teenager.
He would have definitely heard
Oh,
about
so he's
Michael.
definitely watched. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
definitely
duh.
Yeah.
How-
I couldn't really
You thought
remember.
Dwayne was our age?
Right.
Nah, you're right.
That's the way you play both sides
Yes,
of the fence.
that's it.
Yeah.
Thankful for though.
Thankful
I
for.
watched and seen. I'm gonna start using that.
Which one are we doing? Are we doing the one with the teams?
Yeah, teams thankful for.
I can start. I had the Hawks were one of my teams, and I said the Hawks were grateful for the Jalen Johnson leap because it sets them up in a lot of ways to have these can't lose situations. They're also grateful for Joe Dumars for sure with that pick. But I think having not too many times can somebody's star player go down and somebody emerge the way Jalen Johnson has. He's looking like an all-NBA player. He's looking like a first-time All-Star, and his team is rolling and hot. And I just think it sets them up. Trae Young either comes back and he gets with the program, and that's even beautiful. If you go a different direction than Trae Young, you have somebody now that you trust to be able to lead the charge or the way, at least for this first portion of the season. And again, by having that pick, it's just so many different ways that they could go into having a higher trajectory than I think we viewed them before this leap. So they're definitely grateful for what Jalen Johnson has become and what he's striving to continue to be.
It's one of my favorite teams in the league right now because there's so many different ways you can go, directions and possibilities with this team. And we kind of had that idea coming into it. As we said, like the Atlanta Hawks are going to be a good team. Trae Young is up for a contract. What if you don't get that contract? But now, because you now have this sample size of them looking good and Jalen Johnson being as great as he is, if there's a world where Trae Young not on this team and somebody else is in this place, there's a world where Trae Young's on this team and he's doing good things. There's so many different possibilities. And a lot of that is because Jalen Johnson's jump, man.
Yeah.
You feel completely okay with losing or trading Trae Young if that's the road you want to go down because Jalen Johnson is a star.
I also think they're thankful or grateful for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. I mean, when they signed him, I don't think they expected him to be this good. And I honestly didn't think he would be this good or play this type of role where he's like the starting point guard.
He's the perfect example of sticking in the league.
Yes.
In the sense that his first stop he was kind of playing this role, if you will,
Where the
for his
Pelicans
team.
just
For the
weren't ready
Pelicans,
yet.
he wasn't ready yet. He goes to Utah. Some games he was getting DNPs. He finds his way to Minnesota. He say, hey, in order for me to stick in this league, I got to defend my ass off. I know I've been an on-ball creator until this point, but I'm going to play off-ball. I'm going to catch and shoot. And then he goes to the Atlanta Hawks, and they signed him to do the same thing he was doing in Minnesota. But opportunity is arose. Like, oh, yeah, I still got this in my bag, too. And it just kind of reminds you how talented NBA players are, that they could just shift their role in a matter of seconds because somebody went down with an injury.
Yeah, and he's done it at an amazing rate. He just recently had 38 points on great
Something like that,
efficiency.
yeah.
Like, I did not see this version of a Nikhil Alexander-Walker season coming at all.
They also got Onyeka Okongwu, progressively
Judge
getting better and
Yes.
better and better, and that's another thing to be excited and,
And then
grateful for.
you also got to look forward to $30+ million coming off from Kristaps Porzingis. So
Dang, just forget the player. The money's coming up.
that.
Yeah, they got a lot. Now, some of these teams we're going to get to don't got a ton of things they can
I
be
seen you
grateful
tweet
for.
Yeah,
about
it's
your
tough.
Bulls yesterday.
What did I tweet?
It was something like there's not many things to be look for with this
Oh,
Bulls.
yeah.
Something along those lines.
Yeah, they're ass again. And not good ass either,
Yeah.
because Billy don't play the young guys. So though Modest should be playing through these things because we're not good, he's getting less minutes than Patrick Williams. So great. Matter of fact, I'll stay here because that's one of the teams I had. And what made me tweet that is because I'm prepping for this episode. And I'm like, yeah, I could be grateful because Modest looks good for the 11th overall pick. But out of all of my teams, there's only one team where I picked a specific player. I just feel like it would be a cop-out if we say
Yep, they're grateful for
the
him.
Nuggets are grateful because Jokic exists. Like, yeah, for sure. But so I stayed away from Modest. And the thing that I am most grateful for as a Bulls fan for the Bulls is that we own the rights of all of our draft picks right now.
Hey,
Just all of them. And plus one of somebody else's.
there was some teams where I'm like, it's kind of hard to find a lot of light right now.
Yeah.
I definitely use that as one. It's just
Hey,
we have our pick.
We have our pick, man.
We have our pick.
The season may not look good, but we have our pick. And when I made that tweet, people were like, yeah, what about Josh Giddey? Josh Giddey's been basically fine for 2 weeks now. You know what I mean? Still putting up good counting stats, but like the on-court presence wasn't the same as the first 2 weeks where he was bullying people. He's not getting to the foul line as much. He's not getting to the paint as much. Yesterday, I saw him take so many, just nothing else is going to happen. 3-pointers. We're back in the gutter
It's
again.
okay,
ladies and
though.
gentlemen. It's fine. It's fine. The problem is, though, P, so many teams are so much worse than us, though.
That y'all still.
We're just going to be the 10th seed again. It's like, that's just the Bulls' way, baby. 11th pick on the way. But I mean, I'm whatever.
For OKC, OKC fans should be grateful that they get to witness greatness. Like, I think that what you're going through right now, coming off a championship, for them to just keep the ball running and still be the most dominant team in the league, and convincingly as well. Like, they just turn games around like so crazily. There's a game against the Utah Jazz where the Jazz were in the game, and all of a sudden, boom, they're down 30.
Yeah.
Like, these type of things just happen. where-
33-4 run just out of nowhere.
yeah, it's like the Thunder can just shut the faucet off at any moment that they feel like it, and then there's nothing your team can do about it.
We both had tweets. My tweet was a joke, too. Your tweet was a joke. You mentioned something like,
Oh, the Thunder are down double digits.
and then I tweeted like, Larry Market and the Thunder-proof teams come call. Larry Market had 15 points in the first quarter
He ended with 22.
and one more field goal. The
Yeah,
rest of his points came at the free throw line.
He only finished with like 4 or 5 field goal attempts.
They got chewed out in that
But
timeout.
it's just
Well,
like,
after that
I
quarter.
be wondering myself, do OKC fans be ever like, man, we ready for the playoffs again? Like this regular season stuff, we blow out every damn team.
Literally, I saw a tweet yesterday that a Thunder fan was like, yeah, basketball is fun, but I'm kind of tired of blowing teams out. And I saw a Pistons fan quoted saying, me too, twin.
Hey, okay.
Hey, yeah, I be having a lot of fun with OKC fans too, especially ones that come on my Twitch. Just because OKC is just booming so much right now, I always tell them that like they bandwagon, they just hopped off on the ship.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, of course you're an OKC fan. They just damn near won 70 games. Like, but no, they definitely deserve some love, man. They're insane.
He doesn't need a campaign because I think he's just going to get there. Case and Wallace, all defensive, lock it up. Chet Holmgren, all defensive, lock it up. Caruso won't qualify because he don't play 20 minutes a game, but if he did, lock it up. Isaiah Hartenstein might get some votes. These dudes, they just flying around and causing havoc. And
Isaiah Hartenstein comes back on a smaller deal because it's just the vibes are just
Could
up.
be. If he don't get
Maybe.
traded off that
I
contract.
mean,
there's some teams.
they
with some
overpaid
cash.
to get him.
Hey, we got money and we need a center.
y'all got Vooch.
Who?
Vucci, man.
And he was pissed off after y'all won the close game.
I'm
was.
defending Vooch 100%
I
of the
was
time,
too.
man.
I feel him. It's just funny because
We shouldn't have damn near lost to the Wizards. Why y'all celebrating?
And then it's just ironic that the next game we play against a 2-13 team, they bust our ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
He
he's
was
just
on
not
par
ready
with
to
some.
play.
He knew. He saw how the locker room and practice had been.
But it
He
also
like we
makes
getting
me
ahead of ourselves.
feel for him just a little bit. Because obviously, I mean, two of the wins we have this season because he hit a shot at the end of the game.
Yeah.
But the team is just not good. And he said after last season
He
that
wanna
he wants to
compete.
compete for a championship. But he also is not a guy that if you're a championship team, the Thunder not
You
fucking
want.
calling the
Yeah.
phone for Vucevic. So he just might. He
And
just might
wishes
be
were
stuck.
fishes.
Unless
If he take a pay cut, he come off the bench for the Knicks.
here it is. Here's the trade.
I like the way Robert Williams been playing.
He had a block the other night, yesterday. I forget who it was against, where he got a block that just skint he jumped so fucking high.
Robert
it's-
Williams, the Blazers beat
The Bucks.
The Bucks,
Bucks.
yeah.
And then he had another one where he closed out from it doesn't matter. Vucevic getting traded to the Denver Nuggets for Val and Zeke Naji. Talk to me. That's how you get Vuce to a contender.
It's kind of that bad. It's just, you just want him off the roster.
Is he ready for that big of a transition?
Mm.
He wants to go to the Mavericks. and
He's never really played on a really good team.
he wants to go to the Mavericks for Anthony Davis. That way he can go into free agency and just pick his team.
Got you.
Yeah.
Anthony Davis is the bull. See how we do that?
Possible.
Mike, what you got for us? You're the only person that ain't grateful, huh?
No, I'm thankful. Well, I have the Spurs as my team, or one of my teams. I put down that they're thankful for their hot start, especially with Vic due to miss some time. And they've actually had, I think they went 3-1 so far without Vic, which is pretty, really good. Their schedule gets a little bit tough. Like they go against a lot of playoff teams and a lot of teams that's looking to, get into the mix. So it's gonna be tough in the Western Conference where you can kind of slip down and be in a play-in. I say they're thankful for their hot start because right now, again, they're sitting pretty at 11-5, and depending on how long it takes Vic, the way that they started, we look at them as soon as Vic is back, we're looking at them to be like a top 6 team.
Absolutely.
If they would have had a shaky start where they were maybe starting off again as a 9th seed or anything, Vic missing his time, they would have been another year where it kind of been on the outside looking in. So for doing your work early, they still got the credit and they're still in the mix. Hopefully they can kind of survive a little bit of this. But yeah, once Vic comes back, I'm expecting them again to be like a top 6 team out West.
I like that. I had the Warriors. I said the Warriors should be grateful for the league-wide distractions and Steph Curry's greatness. And what I mean by that is I think with Ja Morant, Klay, I think with LaMelo Ball and him being traded, I think with Trae Young and the Hawks are playing good without him, there's been so many distractions that people don't really look at how the Warriors ain't on shit.
They not.
all.
Like we just don't talk about it enough. And I think part of it is also because Steph Curry is good. Because Steph Curry is so great and because of what he's done, there's this fear of talking about the Warriors because at any moment he could erupt and this just fixes everything. But this shit that they've been doing is just unacceptable. I don't like the Warriors right now. And I was high on them coming into the year again like I was last year. And now this shit, the light is dimming for me. Jonathan Kuminga ain't playing, and even when he was, it wasn't how it was when the shit first started. Jimmy Butler seemed like he kind of coasting again, and I just don't think this is a team that can be coasting. I don't really like AirPods.
No, I feel you though, because again, we were talking about.
I like Moses Moody, and that's about it.
We're talking
Draymond, I fuck with Draymond too, but Draymond is a guy that his value is on them being a 12-4 team and not a 9-9 team.
Yeah, I agree. It hasn't looked pretty.
It's
And
just
then
mid.
There's no timetable for coming in.
Where the fuck is Buddy Hield at?
He had a good game yesterday, but it was against the Jazz, so.
They don't count.
They needed that though. They was on a 3-game losing streak. I dared them. I was watching that game in my quad box. I was daring them because that game was close. I was daring them to go on a 4-game losing streak, losing to the Jazz. I was double dog daring them.
I feel like it's a
In
peaks.
them weak ass jerseys, they was winning.
When it's like Golden State's 2 games against the Spurs where they pull out and Steph Curry went nuclear. It's like, okay, at their best,
Yeah.
we know Steph Curry can go off and the supporting cast is there.
They
to,
shouldn't have to need him to drop 44 and 49 to win.
That's kind of why you went out and got Jimmy Butler.
Because even both of those games was close,
Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah, no, it ain't great in Lakerland, in Warrior Nation. Those jerseys though look worse and worse every time I see them.
Yeah, they look terrible.
Hate them.
I hate the color court too.
Yeah, hate them.
Nothing about that color scheme just is eye appealing.
I'll go with the next team. Orlando Magic. The Orlando Magic have not had not been top 10 in offensive rating at the 18 game mark since 2012 season, and they were 13th in 2024. As of today, the Orlando Magic have a top 10 offensive basketball, ladies and gentlemen. Can we get a round of applause for the Orlando Magic? They've never done this, and they're doing it right now without Mr. Ben Caro down there. So they should be grateful that for the first time in a long time, the offense is good. All of the wins that they've had over the last couple of seasons was more defensive dependent, and now the offense is good. Anthony Black has been looking good. Jalen Suggs can't miss a shot. Franz Wagner in his mask is looking cool. Wendell Carter's looking somewhat rejuvenated. Jonathan Isaac had a couple games last week. I'm like, oh, okay, there's that guy we remember. So, yeah, man, the offense is looking good for the Orlando Magic. Does that mean anything about Paolo and Caro? I don't know.
No, let's not do too early.
Okay.
Too early. They did have the stretch the other time too when he was down with the oblique and Franz was averaging like 30. So it's like it's been a couple times where they just had stretches without Paolo.
It's just a matter of, in my personal opinion, that when you have a guy who's top whatever in ISOs per game, and now those possessions are gone, and you don't have players that can replicate those ISOs, then now we have to get it other ways.
Yeah.
So that's how you get Anthony Black looking better. That's how you get more attempts for Jalen Suggs and so on. They had a couple really good wins this week, man. Really good wins. Shout out to the Magic, man. They're starting to finally put it together.
One of the teams I have is the Toronto Raptors, and I said they should be thankful for Darko Rajakovic. I think the way that he has them boys playing out there in Toronto, sitting at the 2 seed on an 8-game winning streak, they streaking out there with the Pistons, and just like the ability to run the fast break has just been amazing. Like everybody who rebounds the ball, they get it and go, whether it's quickly, RJ, oh my God, Scotty Barnes, or it's just everybody's just like Brandon Ingram. Like it's all just like back committee. And like I love the pace that they play at to where they rebound the ball and they go. And I just think that's phenomenal.
I think they should be grateful for the NBA's lack of value of Brandon Ingram.
He's been so good, bro.
In last February, the Toronto Raptors traded for Brandon Ingram, sending Bruce Brown Jr., Kelly Olynyk, and a first-round pick and a second-round pick to the Pelicans. That was very gettable.
And the dude that you got right now, he carrying your offense right now. Like, he had so many times in the half court where it's just like, and I thought in that game, both teams did kind of like a good job. The Cavaliers, not so much, where Toronto was showing bodies to Donovan Mitchell and the Cavs were trying to show body to Brandon Ingram. Brandon Ingram was just raise up, fade away, turn around.
Spots and knocking them down.
It's just like, yeah, that's what y'all really paid for. Is just that guy that can kind of bail you out in these certain situations on offense.
I'm having a hard time figuring out who they go and get.
Yeah.
Because I love the synergy between Scotty and Ingram.
Yeah, maybe nobody then.
Yeah, I think they just got to ride it out.
But it feels like RJ Barrett is the odd man out that you have to do something with.
But even him, he was having a good season before he went down and everything. So, I feel you, though. I feel exactly what you're saying. For the second time this season, I heard about Darko Rajakovic having a degree in basketball. Did y'all listen to the broadcast yesterday? I guess I forget where he's from. Is he Serbian? Regardless, wherever he is from, in order to coach in that league, you literally need a degree in basketball.
I love it.
So you need to take like real college courses on math and physics and all these things. And then also at the end of it, the last 2 years, just like college, you get into your major, which is basketball, which is like schemes, health, all of these things. And not only just that, he coached in his first spot, and then he got leveled up to the next spot. But he needed to take new classes because they had a different criteria in that different country. And all that stuff is kind of translating right now, man. They are one of the most fun teams to watch. I value how detailed they are defensively. Where on the second night of a back-to-back, it's so easy to look at a Cavs team that only really got 8 players and be like, you're just going to do what we going to do. They show bodies on bodies on bodies on Donovan Mitchell because who else do you trust to score on this team? It ain't Evan Mobley.
Evan Mobley's out there?
Barely. 7 shot attempts.
I think, I can see people keep comparing. Like, he set the bar so high in that first game. The first game of the season, he probably had 7 shot attempts in the first quarter. For him to have 7 shot attempts on a game where there wasn't no Darius Garland.
They're sending 2 at Donovan Mitchell every time. You can't tell me there's not extra opportunities. And I said this in the group chat, and I had to go look at the numbers. The last 2 times they played against the Raptors, he's just been dog shit. Like not getting shots up.
Because of who?
Scotty Barnes, man. But the game before that, he had 29 against them. So it's like he got a little bit of both.
I credit a lot of the Raptor shit to Scotty.
I think y'all know me, Brandon. We was at the Friendsgiving and everybody said what they was thankful for, and then I was like, "You can't forget yourself." He turned around on me. I said, "I'm thankful for Brandon Ingram," and everybody was giving his heartfelt shit. I love me some Brandon Ingram. That's my dog. That's my guy. Scotty Barnes is their all-star if they're not going to be able to get to.
100%.
Because Scotty is making everything happen on both ends. There's not a guy on this team that Scotty can't play with.
I pray that he doesn't get pushed out because of the counter stats are not different.
Yeah.
But he's so much better this season.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think our game and our
I guess the coaches.
yeah,
go
our
recognize
decision
coaches.
makers are a little bit more.
That's what I was about to ask y'all. Do y'all think the Pistons and the Raptors get 2 All-Stars?
I'm about to tee it up my 1 month All-Stars. The Pistons got 2. The Raptors did not.
I think the Pistons, I don't think they're going to win every single game for the rest of the season. But the way Jalen Duren is playing, he has to be in there.
Yeah.
And remember, the new format, many Americans get in this time around. So Brandon Ingram is American. So I guess there's an opportunity for him to make it.
Yeah.
But I think that I agree with Pete. I've always said that if they were going to get an All-Star, it will be Scotty because he's connecting all these pieces. He's playing good defense. And occasionally, his counter stats look like top 10.
Yeah.
So shout out to Darko, man.
It's going to be tough,
I can't
though.
see it.
Because, so I got K, Donovan, Giannis, Jalen Johnson, Scotty Barnes, Tyrese Maxey, Jalen Duren, Giddey, as of now, Brunson, Brown, Norman Powell, Franz. Giannis, injury replacement, who would that be for y'all? That's where Brandon Ingram gets it in?
Yeah.
Maybe. Let me look at the
Does
standings.
Paolo and Franz just make it?
I don't believe so.
But I'm not putting Paolo in because he's technically hurt
Injured,
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you say
Come on, help me out.
Concanipple?
I did not say
Oh,
confident.
50, 40, 90 as a rookie, 18 points per
Incredible,
game.
incredible. Love it.
That's all.
Yeah.
You said Pascal, even though they're 2 and 15?
I didn't say
Pascal.
Pascal because I didn't even look at the team.
Yeah,
Two
2 and
wins.
15. Yeah.
And I'm one of those guys that don't really give a fuck, but my
Yeah.
gosh.
That's just real bad.
I don't think you're too far off though.
Bam's counter stats probably don't match, but his defense has been incredible. He missed some games.
I gave
with
him
the
Norman
foot.
Powell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they're
You didn't say
2
Evan
All-Star
Mobley, did you?
I didn't, but I wasn't opposed to Evan Mobley until,
Maybe you should be.
you know.
If it's just based on this month and not projecting, I don't know if he's been. Maybe, I guess he could
He's
probably
had some
be.
moments.
Yeah, he could probably
I
be in
think he
there.
on the fence.
Yeah,
He ain't
yeah.
a writing.
No, he's not a
right.
lock.
Yeah.
But,
Let me use it back.
I mean, Vooch was really good. He didn't say Vucevic, right?
No, but he said Giddey. Bulls
Oh,
can't get 2.
yeah, it would be Giddy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Vooch when
He did not say.
Oh, he didn't
Carlton
say Big
Towns.
Purr.
Oh, it's Big Purr.
Yeah, it's
Out
Big
of all
Purr.
these
I
names,
thought he
Yeah, it's
definitely
Cat.
said Cat.
Oh, yeah, it's Cat.
it's definitely Cat.
Yeah, it's
Cat
Cat.
is at 22, 12, and 4 or 3. Yeah, I think
He
it's
gonna
probably
be
Cat.
Yeah.
He's had a great game last
He
night.
37.
37 or
He always
70%
fucked the
shooting.
Nets up.
And then he had a great moment post where he talked about some stuff, personal life stuff that made you really not sympathize, but like feel him. I'm rocking with the sock to shoe color this episode, brother.
You know
Usually you
what?
kind
I
of
was-
off of it a little bit.
I was scared to throw these on, but then I also remember it was the last day, so I was like, we just got to get through the day.
Oh yeah. Oh, for the people at home, we probably should have said to the top of the show
Yeah.
because it is Thanksgiving week. Only a show today, and we'll be back on Saturday. We will not be your normal Thursday or Friday show, but you will still get teed up tomorrow, and then you got small ball yesterday. So Thursday and Friday, we will be taking off to be with family. We don't need y'all approval. But I'm just letting you.
We
I'm
hope
just letting
y'all
you
do the
know.
same, man.
Yeah, we hoping that y'all.
Yeah.
are
Be with y'all
fam too.
family.
Go enjoy your Black Friday shopping.
Do you do Black Friday shopping?
I'm thinking about getting a new TV. I think I want a new 85-inch in the living room.
Damn.
That's it. Only
Do you
TVs.
have a currently have an 85?
No, I only have a 65.
Don't say only.
Ooh,
65 is a lot
only.
of interest, man.
It is. But I want-
6.5 is a lot too.
It is. Trust me.
I got a team I could just get out the way
Yeah,
real
yeah.
quick.
I'll get him out the way. Sheesh.
The
Okay.
Mavericks are thankful that Nico is gone.
Okay.
I think that it's just as simple as can be. On the side note, I'll say thankful that they have a fun backcourt with Brandon Williams and Max Christie.
What 2 have you done so far? What teams have you done?
OKC and the Raptors.
Okay. Okay. Cool. I thought we had overlap, but we don't. And you just did the Nico Harrison's gone. Yeah, I mean, they keep being in close games, which is fun, but they keep losing, which probably is also fun for them.
Yeah, Cooper Flag kind of pissed me off last night
Talk to me.
when he passed the ball up to PJ Washington. at the
PJ
end of the
been
game.
out. Was
But
the
he had
high
like
end.
27.
was
He
the high
was,
end.
but also Cooper Flag's the #1 overall pick, and I would have loved him like wave his ass off and say,
He
"I'm
will.
gonna have my moment."
He will eventually. Yeah, he only 15 games to his NBA career.
I'm with Darrick. I
He'll
watched
figure it
that.
out.
Like, I get it, but
I get it. PJ was hot, but at some point, as a #1 overall pick, you got to be like, "This is my shit." And I'm for the
Just a little bit.
yeah. I ain't saying do it the whole game. Like tell PJ stand his ass in the corner the whole damn game. But
Maybe you should. No. I'll go with my next team. The Indiana Pacers are thankful for modern medicine. There was a time in NBA history when Achilles injury was a death sentence. And now you can, again, dunk in 22 weeks with an Achilles injury because modern medicine is that insane. Also be thankful for Joe Dumars trading you back your pick the day before your best player tore his Achilles. Because can you imagine a world where they didn't have their pick and they have all these injuries right now and they're gifting a pick?
How'd they get that pick?
Oh, boy.
I don't remember.
I don't either.
But I wonder was this also some head scratching that Joe Dumars did?
No, because if they would have traded it, it would have been pre-Joe Dumars, because Joe Dumars basically just did his first offseason. But either way, the modern medicine is getting into that, like, you feel pretty good about Halliburton coming back next season and hopefully looking the same. We now have multiple cases of players tearing their Achilles and looking good a year and a half later.
If you tore your Achilles, would you get surgery? Or would you?
What?
Boy, they be talking about you can't even feel your feet after you tear your Achilles.
That's
It's not like an ACL.
Okay, that's
that's
what I'm
hitting the ground.
Yeah.
One of those.
Is what
It's the
like.
ACL. You can not have surgery for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're not an athlete.
You PT through it, and you'll be fine.
Okay, I was thinking about those like basketball, sports-related injuries that if like a normal person got, you're not doing the same rehab as an NBA
For
player.
sure.
Yeah, unless it's the Achilles, you have to.
The Achilles,
Okay.
unless you don't want to walk no more.
I definitely want to walk.
Give me the surgery. It's not even an intrusive surgery. It happens really fast, from my understanding.
I know. Remember who was it? Jason Tatum that had he did a dunk and they were like, "Man, Jason Tatum, he coming back this season." It's like, slow down.
Slow down.
Slow
Even though he
down.
keep telling people that there's a world we come
Slow
back.
down.
Even the Kyrie Irving thing, they were like, Kyrie is not that far away. But it wasn't Achilles for Kyrie, right? It was ACL.
Yeah, it was ACL for him. For me, I'll go to Pelicans.
Oh.
And for me, I was saying that they're grateful for, like,
You gonna say Darrick Queen?
Well, he has some light to the end of the tunnel, but also like they have somewhat valuable assets that they can trade and get picks back, whether it's Zion or Trey Murphy. Like I think they have a way that they can pivot, and I think you should be grateful for the fact that you're not completely in a dark hole. That there is a way where you could pivot and get some things back for your assets. That you have at least two valuable assets that on a trade market, teams, once you make them available, will be intrigued to at least give you something.
I don't know. It's got to be some teams that were Herb Jones.
Oh, yeah, three valuable.
It's got to be some teams that were.
You have three.
Probably the first team I'm looking at.
You got three assets that you could flip and just go completely young, completely youthful, and just wash your hands of the previous regimen's work and just now build your own thing.
Do you think, I don't know if there's a right or wrong answer to this, does it have the same value to do that selling when you aren't playing for draft balls? Trading Herb Jones to get worse for the young core, does that matter?
Maybe you get your draft balls by doing that.
Yeah.
Might not be yours, but yeah, you might be able to get some picks back.
You're
once
flipping
you
those
acquire
picks.
them, it's yours.
Yeah.
You're flipping those picks for draft assets mostly. You're not trying to flip those for
Draft ass sex.
assets.
Okay.
He said you draft and add sex to it? No. Sound like my type of fuck.
Hell of a trade. A lot of these teams be trading their picks. Yeah. I catch your drift though. Who else did I have? I have the Knicks. Hey, as a Knicks, we are grateful that the Cavs and Magic they haven't had it all figured out so fast. Because we've had some times where we kind of are adjusting and doing what we need to do, and it's been good to see that there is not one of those teams running off. Now the Pistons are doing what those other teams was projected to do.
And the Raptors are.
Yeah, the Raptors are too. But I think we deemed Magic, Cleveland as the biggest threats.
Yeah.
And so it's good to kind of see that they aren't the team that's doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, I think the Knicks are good. I got a few, like the Celtics is blank. I don't know what the Celtics be great
Some
for.
of these was actually
Because I didn't
tough.
want to say
Celtics,
Jason
you can-
Tatum.
Yeah,
Thankful
exactly.
for.
But I ended up did saying Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown because they're not going to get one of those top picks like
I think the
people
Celtics
thought.
thing could be the same as what could be used for Tyrese.
Modern medicine. I think that you could be grateful for Jordan Walsh and the man's Kada taking a semi-leaps and been like, oh, when Jason Tatum comes back and we're trying to be competitive, those are rotational players.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, I don't know.
Bro, there was another team. I was literally in the Discord.
They gave me my teams, y'all. They said fuck the Celtics.
I think that you could be grateful that our boy Brian Scalabrine was doing a pregame show for.
Be grateful that you got Keandre.
There we go. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there you go.
That's funny.
Y'all gonna draft well.
Don't they have a draft pick this
He's
year?
gonna
They
scout
sure
his
did.
ass off. But that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
You got to be grateful that you got Jason Tatum because there were people who thought they were going to do what the Pacers are doing.
Yeah.
They ain't that ass. But luckily for them, they're not dependent on AJ DeBonsa coming through the door.
Yeah, some of these teams is tough. I had the.
Wait. Can I do the Brian Scalabrine thing?
Go ahead.
He did the pregame show for NBC.
Yes, he did.
For Raptors Cavs yesterday.
It was him, Jamal Crawford?
Jamal, and I don't remember the host name. My apologies. He asked Brian Scalabrine, like, who is the most important player for the Raptors?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all take some guesses on when Mr. Scalabrine answered to that
I
question?
can't remember. I watched this, and I heard he was giving a lot of love to Brandon Ingram, calling him an all-star and stuff, but I do not remember this one.
You want to take it?
Quickly?
He said that Jakob Poeltl.
Oh, yeah. He was preaching about Jakob Poeltl.
And
That's because he was on him first, right? That's what he
thank you.
said?
Yes, because people on Celtics Twitter will let you know that Brian Scalabrine swore he was the first person to recognize that Jakob Poeltl was a good basketball player.
While he was with the Raptors?
I don't know when it
Couldn't
happened.
have been.
I don't know when it happened.
Couldn't have been.
But even he said in the broadcast, which is something you don't hear a lot. Yeah, man, I've been all about Jakob Poeltl. I'm trying to get him to the Celtics.
What?
Swear to God.
He definitely did say that.
It's like, yeah, you doing your national coverage, but you always got to think about your favorite team, which I respect because I do the same goddamn thing, Mr. Scalabrine.
They could use a big man.
They could use a big
Hey,
man.
the Celtics, he should be doing it because they cut him checks. That's my point to people.
Yeah.
See, his fandom is different because there's a currency behind it. But the Knicks don't pay me anything. I'm just a fan, so it's only so far I'm going to go.
Yeah.
His schedule's nuts. He does 3 hours a day on radio. He does games. And then
Every
he
day,
also,
Monday through Sunday?
Monday through Friday.
Oh, the Friday.
3 hours a day. He does in arena games announcing. Then he does the NBC shit. He's all over the place. All over the place.
Them first class flights feel comfortable though.
But I wonder how much he's flying because the distance between Boston and Connecticut is pretty big.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you going to take that flight twice a week?
Yeah.
Yeah. Shit.
Is
His
Connecticut where
Taylor
we had
Swift
win?
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know I don't like them, Connecticut.
Connecticut, them, just the whole place.
Yeah, let me tell you why.
Uh-huh.
I associated with my gallstone thing. That's when it started.
Mm.
So every time I think of Connecticut, it's sour for me because I think about we had a hell of a time. I mean, we got to see the ESPN facility and everything. It was so fun. But yeah, I attach it to trauma. So
Yeah.
like whenever y'all talk about Connecticut or anything like that, I just be like, fuck that place. It has nothing to do with them though.
Yeah.
It was great. It was great. The hotel had the little remember the cookie at the
Yeah.
hotel? I'll never forget. Me and Darrick worked out, feeling good, and then after that, everything just. And I remember just feeling crazy, and I did not stop feeling that way until I had my procedure.
Damn. It's a 3-hour drive between Connecticut and Boston.
It's not bad. It's not bad at all.
No.
If you don't want to. What is the flight? 30 minutes?
I
then?
can't tell you. Because I guess he would have to
Well,
fly
like
into
Taylor Swift.
LaGuardia.
I look like Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Look, 6-minute flight.
I'll go to my next team, which is the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Taylor Swift be like, that's piece of good. Let's go get on a flight.
This is the one time I did go with a player.
Which is what?
Got to be grateful for Donovan Mitchell.
Don.
Oh,
Through the toe injuries, through the hand injuries of Jared Allen and Darius Garland, from Evan Mobley not being aggressive, one thing that is fucking consistent is Donovan Mitchell going to go out there and he going to hoop. And a lot of the times him going out there hooping is the difference between a win and a loss. So you got to be grateful for that man. He's averaging career highs, and even another game where he started off very, very slow, and about a fourth quarter, he figured out some of his defense, and he got them back into the game, though they did lose. Got to be grateful for him.
Donovan Mitchell was killing, and they made a little push. And I tweeted like, man, you had to know Donovan Mitchell wasn't going to go out without swinging, without putting up a fight.
Yeah.
The game ended, and you wouldn't believe how many Raptor fans like, oh, yeah, some fight. But I'm like, bro, y'all asses
Bro,
weird.
I mean,
Fans are so fucking, you can't
watching
even
the-
say anything about anybody else.
Yeah, that happened to me last night, too, because I said, what a collapse or something for the Timberwolves, and people were like, well, a great win for the Kings. Like, yeah, but that's not what I'm talking about right now. That's not what I'm talking about right now. Fuck. That's why sometimes I just tweet and lead the shit.
Yep. You
Yeah.
got to.
That's what I do too.
I just tweet. Sometimes you just tweet.
Tweet and
then just go
leave
about
is
your
the
day.
best, bro. But I tweet so much, I keep coming back to 20, 20, plus 20, plus 20, plus 20 notifications. So somebody be probably saying some good shit, and I just miss it. Because once I hit the plus 20, it just refreshes up.
Right.
For me, the Utah Jazz, they should be thankful for Keontae George. Just because I think they found him. When he came out of Baylor, I knew he would be decent. The first 2 years was a little rough.
D-Miller,
but
you
then-
a fool with it.
Why?
Because I'm pretty sure KB said, yeah, I ain't want to do all players because that's just be a cop-out. And your ass up there like, I'm going to do all players because it's a cop-out.
Yeah. That's what I did. It was kind of hard. I couldn't really
There's no right or wrong. I'm just
pinpoint
saying. It was just funny. Do your thing. They are grateful for Keontae George, though.
Yeah, no, they are. He looks like their point guard of the future. The last 2 years, it didn't look like he would be that. But
I
then
agree.
This year, it's lightning in the bottle, and he's taking off with it. I mean, they also had the ability to flip Laurie if they want to. So, like, there's some things here that they could see as valuable. Unfortunately, they lost Walker Kessler so early.
Could they flip Keontae George?
That would be stupid.
You
I don't
think
know,
you think
personally,
he
I
that
just-
good?
I just think he's so
I don't
young.
know, yeah.
I think he's
Even
so
like
young
me,
and he's
I like
playing
him.
so
I think-
good that it's like, why are we flipping him?
Yeah, you got to see what he really is about first.
Because like you were struggling to find a point guard for a minute. Then
Mm-hmm.
you find one who's actually playing good. And
They
then,
suck. That's why.
Yeah, they suck, but he fits the timeline. It's not like he don't fit the timeline.
No, but if you can get some value out of players on your team when you suck, I mean, we see it all the time. And the reason I specifically said that is not because I think they should. It's just that I had seen that he was a guy that was like on people thought that they could trade for him like over the summer.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you're right. Maybe the play now is kind of solidified that it's not. But I don't look at nobody on the Jazz and just be like, oh, yeah, they would be done. I mean, besides I guess Ace Bailey and like you know, because you just drafted him. But everybody else,
Yeah.
they ain't, you know. But again, to your point, maybe Keontae is carving out his core. Don't trade me.
Yeah.
I also had the Clippers. It's
This
one
is
of
a team that wanted him like a year ago. I don't know.
This team, it was just hard to find things to be thankful for the Clippers and everything
Yeah.
that got going on. I went down to James Harden being an Iron Man, which they should definitely be thankful for. Looking at Kawhi, we know is a guy to miss time.
Yeah.
We probably have a lot more conversations with this Clippers teams if James Harden was like a guy that missed a couple weeks here, because they just wouldn't be able to survive without him. He has really been the captain of this ship during a lot of times, and if he was not an Iron Man, it just wouldn't be good. The second one, I'm gonna say,
Wait. Did you do that on purpose?
what?
James Harden's the captain of the ship? Is that on purpose?
No,
You know what a clipper is, a ship?
no,
Oh.
I didn't do that on purpose.
Now I'm taking my
The other thing
motherfucking-
is, at least these contracts aren't crazy long. I think Zubac is one of the longest guys they still have under contract, and that's 2028. They have a couple guys like Brook Lopez, I think Nick Batum, Bogdanovich. Those are all team options. They can kind of release those money.
Yeah, they're gearing up to be just like y'all. 2027 is their year to do some stuff. Zubac
Giannis.
and Conan, Yannick, Niederhauser are the only two guys under contract in 2027 right now.
What college you went to?
A Big Ten one.
Yeah, he did.
I don't remember which one though.
They were blue.
There we go. You said they were blue?
Yeah.
Kentucky.
Oh,
So he's out.
you fucking fried. Big Ten,
They were
Kentucky.
blue.
But you know, I don't know my
Who
college.
am I
know.
forgetting about?
Saquon went there.
Oh, he went to
Oh,
Pencil-
Penn State.
Penn State.
Pencil.
He knew it was 10.
Pencil.
Well, you know, I know Saquon Barkley mixtape from college.
Pencil? What the fuck is that?
I knew it started with a P. I had to get there.
Okay. Keep it P, man. Keep it P. I'll throw out the Rockets. They are grateful for Raphael Stone and offensive rebounds. I think Raphael Stone put together a really good team here, top to bottom, from the coaching staff, Royal Ivy, Ime Udoka, the drafting that they've done, the timely acquisitions. You almost forget that these motherfuckers got Dorian Finney-Smith just on ice. So,
One day he'll play.
yeah.
I don't know when that day is.
I
but-
admire what Raphael Stone has turned this team into, because I remember when it was KPJ and Jalen Green and John Wall on this team, and motherfuckers was having jokes and different things. So to see it turn into this is dope, man. They are on their way.
I had the Portland Trailblazers.
Uh-oh.
I was saying that they thankful for next season. Not,
Their shit is over.
no,
Man, they've been having a good season.
Hell no, bro.
not that this season is over.
That's why motherfuckers in Portland don't fuck with you.
The next, I'm curious to see how this shit goes.
Because it's Dame. You know it's getting back to Dame.
Because Damian Lillard returns next year.
You know it's getting back
and
to
then
Dame.
you can have a starting backcourt of Dame and Drew Holiday, and he now has good, competent pieces
So what
around
the
him.
fuck happens to Shaden Sharp?
I don't fucking know.
Once Dame back, that shit don't matter.
Nothing matters.
But I know
He's
Drew.
playing the best basketball of his fucking career. It's just up. Nope.
Oh man.
I don't fucking know.
Hell no. You are one of one. Is there a world where Dame just not good anymore?
I don't fucking know. It's crazy for your young star who is.
He don't give a fuck. It's Damian Lillard or nothing. It's just
He's finally playing the basketball that people have wanted to see. And it's just been a small stretch. But to say I don't fucking know is crazy. You are anti that guy, by the way. Because I remember when they was talking about the starting
I'm
lineup
not
coming into the
anti.
season, you was Scoot Henderson over Shaden.
I'm
Sharp.
surprised he didn't say anything.
Without
When
a
he said,
fucking
"Is there a
reason.
world where Dame just isn't good?" I thought he was gonna fight back.
I don't think so. No,
Of course.
but maybe.
I think
but
it's
there
funny.
is a world where it can.
there's so many like positive things you can take away from their season. For you, their thing to be excited about is next year already is crazy.
Because it's Damian Lillard.
Because of
boy.
Damian Lillard. They're not
And
excited
I love Dame, but damn.
that Denny Avdia is only making $11 million, or I guess $23 million.
He
over
was
the
on-
next
he's
two
one of my
seasons.
Putting up
all-stars,
all-star
one more
numbers.
Donovan Clingan hit a couple threes the other night, still protecting the paint. Jeremy Grant
Jeremy
is
Grant
playing
was
his
hurt.
value up if you wanted to trade him away. It's some good things over there now.
It is.
Tiago Splitter looks like a real coach,
It does. It all looks good.
but Dame next season's coming
But
back.
I'm just saying that all of that coming together and gelling now, it just makes it even better
For when
next
Dame,
year,
it's setting it up for Dame
when
then
you
when
have
he
your
comes back.
all-star, all-NBA level guard that can go out there and play with them.
I'm not saying you're wrong, but
We
for
rooted
that to
for
be
you,
the
Dame.
number one grateful thing is fucking crazy. Next year.
We're not even in December yet. Just fold the cards, man.
Now fold them.
I know when he was doing this shit, he was like, this was easy.
That was the first one he put.
I ain't got to do nothing for this with Dame.
I'm throwing this.
I
team
actually
up.
came up with that on the fly.
I see.
My notes
You
says,
just did.
my notes literally say Donovan Clingan.
Oh, because you got self-conscious about only having players. So you
No.
said you could turn away from the players.
That motherfucker went through before he went to bed. He was laying down.
Best player.
Boom, boom, boom. Piece of cake.
I'm
Matter of
throw-
fact, do we have a piece of cake?
I'm throwing out the Kings out there too.
Hell no.
I have the Kings should be thankful that the league is not as competitive as they should be. Like, there's some teams that really do suck. That's what I mean.
No, because I said piece of cake. And I pictured them saying, do we have a Oh my
Legit
fucking
tears down
goodness,
this road,
man.
bro.
I'll really cry. Imagine Darrick, shirtless in his boxes, laying on his bed next to his woman, doing this really quick, right? Just writing names down and closing the phone and being like, piece of cake. Andrew, matter of fact, do we have a piece of cake? Oh my gosh,
That's
bro.
that Homer Simpson shit.
Yes, that's exactly what
That's
it
that
is.
Homer Simpson shit.
Oh my fucking goodness, man.
Kings. You said what?
Just thankful that teams like the Clippers, the Warriors, and just like other teams that should be better than what they are suck. The Kings don't really have that much light, but they do have some intriguing players that I've seen that the Clippers are interested in DeMar DeRozan. You know, I've seen that the Warriors could be interested in Saban. Like, there's some talks about there, and I think you only really get to those conversations if the Warriors are not as good as they are.
The
That's a
Clippers
good
straight for DeMar DeRozan, they dumb as hell. Sorry.
But they said
Get
they
in
don't
your
want the
bag,
contract.
He's just dumb as hell. He just built.
And we love Comp 10. We just call it how we see it.
Yeah.
But sometimes I look at those teams and like, what if they smart? What if they just need some type of shakeup?
You saw last night. He still got a
He
lot
definitely
left in the
do.
tank.
Unk still got it.
I still do got it. But I feel what you mean. You're going to add another 35-plus-year-old to this old ass team. And you probably have to trade John Collins to make it work, right?
Yeah. And then you also gonna have him standing in the corner while James Harden out there ISOing. What?
No, you got you got to hope that he could kind of
You-
cover up with James Harden.
This
is not
shit
on
is
the floor.
crazy. The NBA is a fucking a show, I tell you, boy.
Beautiful league.
Yeah, the Clippers at that point, they just name chasing. What's the next biggest name we can get
I feel that.
that used to be good? Not that DeMar DeRozan ain't good, but you know.
They thankful that, damn, what's the owner's name again? Steve Ballmer's at every game chanting his ass off. Because if he wasn't, then I don't think people would they wouldn't chase names anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like
they wouldn't have that level of aspiration anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, I like what you did right there too.
Thank you.
You caught on late.
I was like 2 seconds late.
That's a little too late for me. You usually sharper.
Washington Wizards, the thing they're most grateful for is the Alex Sarr shot diet shift. Last season, 28% of his shots came at the rim. That is up by 10% this season. Last year, 40% of his shots were three-pointers. He's cut that in half. Not only has he cut it in half and got back to the basket more, his finishing at the rim up 9%. Finishing from three or shooting from three up 4%. This is just a better-looking ball player on the offensive side.
You know who that remind me of?
Who was that?
I remember somebody was complaining about this 7'4" dude that was taking too many threes. He started going to the paint and it looked a lot different. Alex Sarr took that same approach, man. He been hooping.
It's the French dynamic of it all. That's just how they develop big fellas, I guess. But him playing like this is
He hit him in the offseason.
He do hit him in the
Work with him outlet pass.
Alex Sarr's been good.
No,
really good.
It makes them look totally different as far as trajectory as well. The Wolves, they should be grateful for those back-to-back conference finals that they had, because they may need a season or two to get this shit refigured out.
Real life, I saw when I tweeted that. I mean, this is in the moment, and everybody's really emotional after a loss like that. Where they were, there was one specific. So he can't speak for the entire fan base. That was like, I'm okay if we take a step back to kind of reformulate this team around Anthony Edwards and this being a gap year.
It makes him aware and it makes him smart, because I think common sense kind of points to all of it.
Yeah, I was our boy West the Wolves fan.
Yeah.
Please take a step back, commit to the youth movement. Praise emoji.
I think it's
As a fan, if you're progressive with your thoughts to match up, realistically, you won't really find yourself disappointed too much.
You got to put that context that, like, the conference finals is just one step away from the finals too. Yeah. I know it's always a conversation, like, if you're not getting better, you're getting worse or whatever, but like, there's not much room for like margin of error if you're only looking at like, we got finals or nothing. Like, there's going to be times, as long as you have Ant-Man, I think you can consistently like look at this timeline. Like, we can get to that point, but we have to understand the roster is just as important as Ant-Man to be on that type of level. So I'm definitely cool with taking a step back. Again, they bench is not the same. Got some players getting a bit older. They're gonna have to make a move.
At what point is it no longer like deemed a slow start, and this is just who they are?
Yeah, that's a good question. Like, what? Yeah,
that's part of what I'm saying. Is like they should be grateful for the back-to-back conference finals, because a little of this is who they are. And to Wes's point, they're gonna have to take a step back to take that step forward. And so you'll be able to at least cling on the last two runs that you had while you kind of figure it out. So, you know.
Oh, they updated the Enjoy Basketball website. Looks good.
Shout out to Christian.
I'm
just joking. I don't want to get nobody.
The Enjoy Run Club is now officially for sale, by the way. So I'm trying to
go get you some.
Get me in there real quick.
You gonna run? You gonna run with that shirt on?
Yeah, I have no problem running.
You know that scares me.
Let's go for a run right now.
Come on. I got my stuff in my car right now.
Oh shit! So you always ready to run?
Always.
I like that. That's a good mentality.
Except I'm not. I'm lying. I don't have shoes. I'm wearing Steve Madden's right now. These ain't running shoes. So I got the Run Club shit, but I don't have running shoes.
You can make it work.
Real
runners running anything.
You right.
They go barefoot.
You right. You talking to a guy that used to do 50 minutes on a treadmill. I'm prepared to.
50? Damn.
Yeah.
Got me beat by 48 minutes.
I only run on donkey.
Darrick was late coming to the show a little bit today. And KB looked at the time and he's like, damn, Millie, where you at? And Michael said, shit, probably getting IHOP. And we laughed with that. But I said, but I guarantee you don't come in there empty-handed. So that run on Duncan shit is true. That wasn't Duncan, or what's that?
The Duncan.
It was Duncan? Oh, okay, yeah. That boy is not coming in here without that cough.
Do you ever think about that?
What?
Is this coffee worth being late for work?
Yeah, that's why I had some in the fridge.
And you still
Well, no, I got there with enough time. The line just took forever. I was
so you
didn't
get there enough time. You have to anticipate a line. You don't tell me
Hold up.
No, because look, I got there with about 15 minutes left to spare, and I was like, bet, I got enough time. Apparently, I didn't.
Have you ever never like made your own coffee?
No, I mean, yeah, I have stuff at home.
Can I ask you a question?
Like I have a K-cup and the Keurigs or the Keurig maker or whatever, and the K-cups, that shit is like 30 seconds.
Yeah, Dana love that shit.
Yeah, you can put it in a to-go bottle, you can put it in your mug, you can put it in whatever.
How much time do you need to do what you need to do to go somewhere?
Usually about 15 minutes.
Oh.
But for some reason, that line just was.
15 minutes not enough. I can't count on 15 minutes. I need 30. Like when I look at the clock, if I ain't left the house at 8:30, I'm not stopping nowhere to get nothing.
I always think about Julius from Everybody Hates Chris. You remember the episode we asked for?
Just because I'm scared of that.
Well, no, I'm saying I left at 8:30, but I got to Dunkin' with 15 minutes left.
Right. I'm saying I need to leave.
You need some room.
That won't make me 15 minutes. Because I know one order, and I know breakfast rush is crazy.
Yeah.
That one order of a motherfucker, especially like a Starbucks, or a motherfucker want 4.
They get
double
shit for the
express.
office.
Yeah. That one order is going to fuck me.
Yeah.
Not in a good way.
Not in the good way.
When he asked Julius for an allowance, and then Julius was like, I can't give you an allowance, but you come work for me. He said, be downstairs at 3:30. And Chris was like, I'll be there at 3:20. I'll be there early. And Julius was like, no such thing as early. It's either you're on time or you're late. And I be thinking about that shit all the time.
Yeah, I was just literally watching the episode too. He missed that.
He
missed
did
the
miss it.
time
He
too.
overslept. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's how, like, I be in here like 30 minutes before we shoot, but it's not, I'm not early. I'm just.
I be mind blown that you do that shit. I be like, what?
I be here early too. This is not today. Usually I'm walking in not too long after KB.
Sometimes you do, yeah. There's other times you walking in
Hey,
just
that's
with
the
me.
realest shit I done heard in a minute, bro. You either late or on time.
Yeah,
bro.
it's the only two options. But no, I get in here early because, like, some of them West Coast games, now that we get up earlier, I'll be missing the end of it. So it's just a way for me to catch up on them games. So I'll be if I'm at home, I'm going to get distracted by something.
What's the latest time you feel comfortable leaving your house to get here on time?
8:40.
8:30.
8:30.
Today was at 8:30, and I got here. I felt like I was here late.
Yeah, 8:45.
I usually
I've done the calculations mathematically.
Yeah.
I saw you
had-
walking Penny, actually. As I was
Oh, you did? I had 15 minutes.
The only thing that just really F's you over is that damn train.
It's a train.
The
Gotta
train.
account
But
for
if
I've
you
ca-
could get past the train, you good.
I've calculated my time so good that it's been a long time going here that I've ran into the train. Now, coming back, I can't speak on. I don't know what time, whatever.
Yeah,
but I
you're
beat
not.
the train every fucking day of this season.
Wow.
I beat the train.
I
It's
have
traffic
not.
for me. Like, especially.
You come
It's
the
the traffic
furthest.
for me.
Yeah, but I mean, especially with the earlier start times too, like rush hour, because I hop on the highway, that's like legit around the time we're leaving out. So that's why I say 30 minutes, especially on a rainy day too. It
How
wasn't
much
that
time
bad.
you need to stop somewhere? Like if you leave
Oh.
and you want to stop at Starbucks or something.
I probably got to leave at 8:15.
Yeah.
But then again, I do live a little bit farther than
No, I feel the same as you.
Oh,
I
yeah,
gotta
you do.
leave early if I want.
Yeah, if I need
I got to
gas.
damn near prep for
Yeah,
that shit.
Gas don't take 15 minutes, but I'm leaving.
I will go
15
get
minutes
gas
early.
the day before because I know that's going. Yeah, it's going. No.
Right, I'm going to get back to this so we can finish up. The Miami Heat, I'm going with Eric Spoelstra. We already talked about the shifting of the way they play ball. I don't want to go into it again, but Eric Spoelstra been able to do what he's been able to do for 15 years, however long it's been, longer than 15 years, is amazing. One of the greatest coaches ever, and he still continues to show that on a nightly basis. Shout out to Eric Spoelstra.
Shout out to E-Man. That's my nickname for him. E-Man. I got the Milwaukee Bucks. This is where I am going to find players, kind of. Ryan Rollins, AJ Green, like I mentioned earlier, or maybe it was on a linear show, but I feel like those diamonds in the rough, if Giannis commits to this team, will show up big time for them. You know what I mean? Being able to find those guys that can be complimentary without eating away at the salary budget or the salary cap, I think goes a long way. But that's only if Giannis is able to commit, because obviously they're on a 4-game skid right now due to Giannis not being healthy. So we'll see. But I do love and enjoy teams that are able to find those diamonds in the rough, time up, and it just gives you a certain type of flexibility that if down the line in another year or two, which is tough because the time is ticking for Giannis getting in his 30s now, that's a financial break. If you got 2 of your starters that make less than $20 million, I think that's
ideal. So shout out to the Bucks for being able to get those two guys.
Before we move on, I see every time we mention the word linear, I see a lot of questions like, what is linear? What is linear? Linear. This is another word for the Peacock show that we do 3 days a week, the TV show. So if you want more numbers on the board, even on a Tuesday we do this episode, we do a whole different show for Peacock, and you can find that on the Peacock app after. So what he said, he talked about this on linear, he did. You can go hear us talk about the Bucks a little bit more there.
For me, the Nuggets is the last team for me. They should be grateful for great drafting, just because their team, like their core guys, Jamal Murray, he was a 7th pick, and they struck out on him. Jokic was a 2nd-round pick.
They struck out.
I mean, not struck out.
You hit
They
a
hit
home
gold.
run.
They hit gold on Jamal
gold,
Murray
okay.
with being a 7th overall pick. And like their 2 core guys are guys that probably weren't projected to be as good as they are. And Jokic, especially being a 2nd-round pick, ends up winning multiple MVPs and looking like he's on pace to get another one. So like Jokic has been phenomenal for what you would want from a 2nd-round pick, and so is Jamal Murray, even though he's never hit an All-Star game, but we know he is an All-Star caliber guard in this league, and he's also someone who rises to the occasion every time that they go to the playoffs.
There's some misses in there, but like even Christian Brown at 21.
Yeah, Peyton Watson has been
Peyton
good.
Watson looks really good right now. That's a hit. But they do got like the Zeke Naji miss. Michael Porter Jr. at 14.
Yeah,
Great.
had a
Great hit. The Donovan Mitchell draft was good. You just trade him away on draft night. Same thing
Drafted
with
Rudy.
Rudy Gobert. Yeah.
They still drafted him.
They still drafted him though. That's it.
Yeah.
All right, I'll give. This is my last team. The Nets. They should be thankful that Michael Porter Jr. is playing the way he is, because some team is gonna call. He's looking really good, man.
I'm starting to see the mock trades on my timeline and stuff.
It's starting to
I
happen.
want him in a different situation, man.
He's not gonna spend the rest of the contract there.
I
I'll
hope
be
not.
really surprised.
I hope not.
But
Someone
possession
bite the
What's
is
the
bullet,
there.
team though?
Huh?
What's the team though?
Who has the $38 million
Oh,
contract?
it's a lot of money. It is a lot of money.
38 mil. And then next year it only goes up to 40.
He'd be good in Detroit.
Damn,
man.
it's going
He'd
to
be good
40.
in Detroit. I would not mind seeing him out there.
But that
So with
means you
Tobias
sacrifice
Harris,
it.
It's Tobias Harris.
That's
and,
fine.
Well, Tobias Harris is expendable. Trust me.
Is he expendable for MPJ?
Yes. Premium shooting? Hell yeah.
Okay.
Tobias Harris is good, but he's not that lethal of a shooter as MPJ.
What'd you do for the Suns?
How we get there?
Jalen Green.
Nah,
Hell no.
I think I'd rather just keep Jalen Green.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree.
It's a tough one because of the contract is so big. I mean, I think I already mentioned like the Miami Heat, but they don't know if they could use Terry Rozier's contract. But that's such an easy fit there. Terry Rozier and
Would they do Jaden Ivey and Tobias?
I feel like that's too much.
What about the
value.
Raptors?
MPJ's good, but he ain't that fucking good.
What about
Yeah.
the Raptors? Even more size.
It
but
was
more
that's like
shooting.
Emmanuel
Quickly.
Quickly or RJ Barrett.
You definitely doing
Yeah, RJ Barrett. Yeah.
I wouldn't mind that
Send
either.
him
Because
back
that's
to New York.
28 million. You need another like 7 million.
Oh, try Baja.
You can find the 7 million or whatever you like the else.
Oh,
You
but
just need
let
that
me
one
let me
big
tell you about
contract.
Ochai Baja had some plays.
Maybe that'd be a big ass team between him, Scotty,
Yes,
and
bro.
Brandon Ingram.
You go quickly, Ingram, MPJ, Scotty, and Yak.
Remember, Ingram used to be a
You
shooting
sound
guard
like
too.
one of our rec teams, P.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's all my teams.
Nah, that would be lethal.
Oh no, I got one more.
And he
team.
would love probably playing with that pace too.
Haven't even got to the Lakers this far into it. I'm just thankful that Luka recruited Marcus Smart to the team. Again, there was a lot of questions about how Marcus Smart would particularly play after kind of being on the shelf these last few years and not seeing him since really Boston. He has been amazing. He's been able to kind of voice everything that JJ Redick wants from the team in terms of like a hustle. He wants to grit and like the never quit mentality. He's been a perfect example for that. And also he's been putting his body on the line too. And for a guy that's been kind of battling injuries, it's just a big thing to see. So I'm super glad for him.
I'll give my last one, and it's the Suns. They're thankful for Jordan and Dylan Brooks' toughness.
Dylan Brooks been killing.
He's been
For
playing
real,
really good
bro.
hoops. I mean, I could go. A lot of guys are playing out of their body right now in the best way possible. Colin Gillespie shooting 52% on catch and shoot threes is insane. Little gritty guy too, can get under your skin at least a little bit.
Ryan Archer DNA.
Ryan Archer Diacono, yeah, right.
Ryan Archer DNA.
And it's just cool to see Book in different situation after these last couple years. I was really dreading watching the Suns last season. Now it's like when they own, we here, you know? And that's huge.
Dylan Brooks really is like averaging a dub.
He really get into a turnaround fades.
Yeah.
But it's not even he also still doing the defensive stuff too. Like
Yeah,
he
that's
had
what's
times
crazy.
guarding Sengun. Like he's just been a
But he need to chill on
monster.
the fouls. Yesterday, he just got into foul trouble way too early.
They got to feel him, Darrick. How they going to feel him?
It was funny that interaction when Ime shoulder bumped him.
Hell yeah.
And he just started laughing afterwards. They love each other, man.
I got
You having a good game, boy.
I still got 3 teams left.
How do you got 3 teams?
I don't know.
Hey, this fucking podcast is crazy, man. They love each other, man. I got 3 teams. I'm like, all of us are done. Right? You done?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to your 3. You ain't got to zoom through them, though. We can give them the adequate amount of time.
Shit. You can zoom through
Hornets.
Oh, Hornets. Okay. Maybe
Thankful
zoom.
that they hit on their draft picks.
Okay, Conkenup was great.
Ryan,
And
Sion James.
I've heard the commentators call him Sion, too.
See, I don't know. I don't fucking know.
They say Zion, and they put they said Zion.
Yeah, you do.
I think I've
I've
said Zion James too. So let me shut the fuck up.
And I heard the Brooklyn Nets. Someone called Jaeger Demon, not Jaeger Demon.
Yeah, they called him Jaeger
Right.
Yorm. They call him his Russian pronunciation.
Which he explained. Shout out to the Press Nets fan who tweeted us and tagged us in the pronunciation.
Okay.
But he is understanding that we say Jaeger Demon and he's okay, I believe.
Okay, then we smooth there.
Because he said that's what they were saying
Mr.
to
Demon?
BYU. But yeah.
Yeah, the Hornets.
Demon is
great
not
job class.
Demon, it's like Door.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Too hard for me to pronounce.
it's like YO.
Oh.
Yorman or something like that. Yeah.
It would be okay if he bought into his real name. I mean, we learn names all the time.
Yeah.
Not Jokic, it's Jokic. You know, it's like we just need to hear it a few times and we'll lock in. But
Yeah.
if you letting us be Demon, you're gonna be Demon.
I believe that's what he said. I don't know.
I also got the
He
Sixers.
chill. He don't be giving a fuck.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Mike. My fault.
Yeah, let me zoom past.
Go
They
ahead,
got
go
the
ahead.
You
Sixers.
ain't gotta zoom. Well, look, take your time. It's worth it.
There's some reason why these teams are kind of towards the bottom.
Okay.
Sixers thankful for VJ Max and a backcourt. I think it's sometimes you can look at some of the games they lost and be like, yeah, they're missing that $100 million that are kind of like just chilling. But they've been so exciting that you just feel better about the whole Sixers situation versus, Joel Embiid just kind of going through what he's doing.
I am excited to see them get healthy. I know we all been saying that for years now, but I like Trendon Watford. I like VJ Max. I like Quentin Grimes. And I feel like this team may not all be together next year. Like, I don't know if Quentin Grimes coming back.
Yeah,
So-
I think it's gonna be hard to keep him.
So I want to
Yeah.
kind of see them put it together, man. Just one stretch.
He's out. I saw it earlier that Joel Embiid participated in shoot around, but now he's considered out, unfortunately. And Paul George is out too, so that Sixer game maybe not as good as we want it to be.
Ugh.
That's
Well, Maxey always makes it worth watching.
He gonna play
I
every
think
minute.
he's questionable.
Oh, yeah, he
Oh,
is
fuck.
questionable. Yeah, he
Yeah,
is.
who's playing?
You got a flight in a couple minutes.
Last thing I had was the Grizzlies. Thankful for getting Cedric Coward. It's not too much stuff over there, but
I think a lot of teams are really happy with their draft in 2025, man. It's only
Bless
a few
you.
teams like, damn, we missed.
you talking about
It's
your team.
Sad over
I ain't
here.
say no names.
And it was one pick away.
And one pick before. Squished in between two really good young rookies is us. Guy that played 2 minutes and Billy was like, get his ass off the court. Zion went right into his chest and he almost exploded. Couldn't play no more. Out.
Yeah.
Good times ahead, man. Good times ahead. All right, I was just want to double check to make sure we got through all 30 teams. I'm going to say the team if you had it.
I did all my
school
teams, so I
road
got you.
I did all mine.
Pistons.
What's that
Somebody
mean?
did them.
Shit.
Nobody said anything about the Pistons.
All right, so that's why we do this. Who had Pistons?
I didn't.
All right, so the Pistons should be really
No,
grateful.
no. Hold up. We need to get down to understand who had.
I think Mike did.
Okay.
Did I?
So get on his ass.
Oh,
No, I did not.
this is why we do
Spurs.
this.
No, I didn't
Oh,
have the
that's
Pistons.
me.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
How you gonna try to get on my ass, but it's you?
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
See, that's why we go through the work, is they're having episodes where we missed a team or two, and that fan base feels really bad. The Pistons are the best fucking team in the
So
East.
now
How do we
you
forget
sit
it?
up here and get something for them, and it cannot be Cade Cunningham or a player. They're grateful for Jalen Darrick hooping.
They got,
Somebody that was Mike.
they got that two-way player.
They're grateful for their defensive identity. The toughness that city brings. the pretty much the whole turnaround of the whole franchise. The franchise is like in good light now when they were the laughing stock of the NBA just 2 years ago, going on a 27-game losing streak, and now there's hope. And now this.
It's like when you got to hit a word minimum on a fucking piece of paper. You just added stuff in.
Did I mention it was hope?
Hey, when a motherfucker break up the city,
He said the toughness of the city. That's what killed me.
when a motherfucker start bringing up the city,
Motor City,
they
baby.
blue collar people.
Oh,
That's
no.
you know motherfuckers been got. When they started, they just say, "I love the grittiness, man. It reminds me of the city, like the blue collar."
You know Big Sean from there. Big Sean be making album on album.
Oh,
We did the
Remember
Raptors.
T Grizzly, he had his first day out.
we did the Raptors.
We
Yes,
did
we
the
did.
Heat.
Yep.
We did the Cavs.
Yep.
We did the Knicks.
Yep.
Yep.
We did the Hawks.
Yep.
76ers.
Yep.
Orlando Magic. Chicago Bulls. Celtics.
Yep.
The Bucks.
Yep. That's my team.
Okay. The Hornets we did. The Nets we did. The Pacers we did. And the Wizards. Okay. Whole Eastern Conference is now done. Out West, the Thunder. I think Darrick had
Yep.
that one. The Nuggets.
I'd had
Yep.
the Nuggets.
The Lakers.
Mike had the Lakers.
The Rockets.
Me.
You said rebound and everything. Okay.
Raphael's
Spurs. Boom. Suns. Yes. Timberwolves.
Yes. Back-to-back conference finals.
There we go. Warriors.
Yep. They should be grateful for the distractions because they've been ass.
Blazers. Yep. Damian Lillard. Grizzlies. You just did that one. The Jazz.
Me. I had
Keontae
to-
George.
yeah.
Yep. Clippers.
That was Mike.
That was me. I was sitting there.
You don't got to go
Yeah,
through it. If you
we
did, you
it.
did
We
it.
did it. We did it.
Kings, we did.
Yep.
The Mavericks, we did.
Yep.
And the Pelicans. Ladies and gentlemen, we did all 30 NBA teams. Woo!
I'm sorry, Detroit. I let y'all down. Y'all deserve more. I'm sorry.
KB, y'all got some of them leftovers over at your crib?
No.
Hey, the next morning I looked in their fridge and I ate the same time you texted in that group chat too about
That's
like,
probably the time we always eating.
boy, I looked in the fridge. I was mad. I said, Elena, this all you brought back from the leftovers? You should have been a couple.
Hey, no, we
got greedy with
we
it.
did have a lot left though.
Hey, everybody was being modest. When Suzanne brought them Tupperwares out, I was one of the first ones over there. And I said, because everybody being modest, I'm going fucking crazy. I had a whole tub of just
Macaroni.
and the sweet potatoes.
The sweet
those
potatoes
sweet
was so
potatoes
good.
was
We
dope.
just had a little scoop in
See?
there.
I
We
love
had a
mine.
little scoop.
Derrick found the big thing. I said, oh yeah, hey, they over. And then Suzanne kept saying, we can't eat it, so take it anyway. Take it anyway. So I'm like, bet. This is going crazy.
That was the first time I was in Bronzeville in a very long time.
I don't know the last time. Was.
Beautiful place. I don't go out south. I mean, it's not even that far out south, but either way, I don't go out south often. It was so beautiful. Some of them
is.
houses over there are fucking
They
huge.
are massive.
And I'm like, man, if I love it. I loved it. I loved it. Historically black neighborhood. The Cleo's restaurant, line out the door, no parks. I did something I ain't never done in my life.
You hit
Which
that
was-
emergency thing? Yeah.
I just pulled into a spot, put them hazards on, and tried to run in there real quick. I let them know I was here for pickup. They said 3 minutes. I got in my car. I did one loop around the neighborhood, parked right back in that spot, ran in and got the food, and ran back out. I don't usually park like that.
I don't either.
But I knew it was gonna be a lot of food, first of all, so I couldn't park around the corner and keep carrying the shit. But yeah, man, we might hit Bronzeville again. I want to see some of them houses. I want to see what them houses was selling for. That's
you know
what I
was
need to
hidden
do.
though, Mike? That I'm mad I didn't take more of the desserts.
Oh yeah.
Oh, no.
Jules
Somebody
made-
had.
Jules made
stuff
a,
was amazing.
A butter pecan cake.
I didn't even get
That
none.
that shit.
Wow.
It
Was
looked like a hit.
That shit was
I
amazing.
should have got
like
some.
that.
I didn't realize.
I ate a slice yesterday.
Kyron brought like some cheese.
I did.
What'd you say,
That his
Derek?
mom made.
I
said
had
you
Wait,
had
that
a
was
slice
Kyron
yesterday?
cheesecake?
Yeah, I
That
had took a
cheesecake
slice
was
home.
good.
I ate it
That was
yesterday.
white.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Kyron.
I
shit.
tried some of
Oh,
Austin's
Kyron
cheesecake
cake was
too.
good.
I ain't tried his
It was
shit 'cause
good.
I don't
It
like
was good.
pumpkin.
I'd never seen it was
Yeah,
a pumpkin
Kyron.
cheesecake.
His mom made it. Yeah,
I ain't
pumpkin
seen one of those
cheesecake.
before. And then I went to Costco and they had like the big boxes of pumpkin cheesecake. So I was like, damn, is
I
this
brought
like a
a
newer
sweet
thing?
potato pie. I should have just took it back home with me.
I think I have it in my fridge.
Some of these houses are $1 million
What?
Your
homes,
sweet
man.
potato pie.
The whole pie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't eat it yet.
That shit was good. I'm gonna go get
It
another
is?
one. Yep.
Where you get it from?
First time.
Oh, okay.
First time, underrated spot.
Yeah, I brought them oatmeal cookies too from there.
Oh, I didn't
Oatmeal
even have none.
cranberry. Incredible.
I like the who was the Walmart usually has these sweet potato pies from there's usually like Patty LaBelle cakes.
Yeah, Patty LaBelle
Patty
shit.
LaBelle.
Yeah, her Patty LaBelle on sweet potato pies.
Classic.
Amazing.
A hit, yeah.
Yeah.
A hit. Yeah. Josie had them vegan sugar cookies. They were good too.
Mm.
They
Vegan
was
desserts are underrated.
very underrated.
I did not know.
Even
they were that
Mason
good.
with the cupcakes, I was telling him like I go to Molly's all the time and get the vegan ones, and you can't tell the difference.
Yeah, I remember when we went shopping and KB went to Molly's. He put us on. I didn't even know about that place.
Molly's?
Yeah,
I
the cup.
took you there. That's when we did Stadium Goods.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
you
took
did
you
that?
there.
I thought
Yeah.
Because I don't even know what Molly's
He didn't
is.
even eat.
because he.
What is? I don't even know what that is.
Oh, he did get a cupcake.
Yeah,
He
you
did
got
get
the
a
vegan
He
cupcake.
did get a cupcake.
But where? When? I don't even know. What
We
you're
went
talking
downtown up
Stadium
north.
Goods. And I said, let's go.
Oh,
get
for the
these
YouTube video, we got. I don't
You
remember
just
getting
be-
cupcakes.
Your ass be crazy.
I don't remember who put us on. I just.
But you said it.
Oh, I
confidently.
do. It was like a couple doors down. We just
Yeah.
walked there. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, I do remember that.
You
I
did
do
have a
remember
vegan cupcake though.
that. Yeah. Good time, man. I just love when all like that real life was all the guys, right? Nobody was
Yes.
missing. Even
Yes.
Caleb was
Yes.
like, it don't happen often.
And
man.
Kyra surprised us because we was like, is he going?
We didn't know if he was gonna pull up or not.
And we had a fucking
Y'all,
ball.
y'all was messing with the music that night.
You did your thing.
Yeah.
You did your
Yeah.
thing.
I was messing with the music. I was fucking with my boy Jax. Kobe ain't going. You can't rub Jax without.
Oh, bro, Koba got used to me because every time he'd come by me, I would just pet him. So he was like, yeah, let me keep coming back for more because he knew I would.
A troublemaker.
Yeah.
Cobra walk past you and just walk through you.
Yeah.
Big
he's
ass
a
dude.
big dude.
He a big dude, man.
I be having to like be firm. Like,
Zion.
I be having to be like I ain't
The
moving.
Zion of dogs.
Yeah, Zion, boy. Nah, that was a vibe, man. That was a vibe.
It's the first time yesterday was the first time I ever had to deal with a skunking situation for one of my pets.
Yeah.
And that shit was, I didn't see your text until I was already in the grand scheme of cleaning him off and everything.
Oh.
But you always, they just so curious, dogs are. They had no idea that skunk was that powerful. When I tell you, when that whiff hit me, when I opened that door, I was I gagged. Like I literally gagged because was that strong.
We were going to B-Dubs one time, and I think I was riding with Mason. Like we were riding up to B-Dubs. I ran over a skunk. And that shit
Whole
literally
car?
exploded into my the front of my car.
Yeah.
it was already dead, or you killed it?
No, I couldn't tell you. But the way you heard that shit explode, so I'm assuming it was running across the street and it got hit. But like my whole front of my car was smelling like that for a minute. And luckily I don't got to bring the shit in the house. But like, yeah, it ain't nothing to play with. That should have you messed up.
Really ain't no play with.
Yeah, and if it get in your eyes, it burn like a mother. And like it's not something skunks.
It's a really good defense mechanism. Out of all of the defense mechanisms in the world, it's got to be one of the best, right?
Yeah.
Where you just fight
Yeah.
back. A lot of animals have like some sort of like some animals have like a spray thing or like a stink. Or like stink bugs, they stink too. Like they taste bad. Like they taste real bad apparently.
I
It
think
was
about,
like, ha, you can't even eat me.
yeah, I think about the animals that like they camouflage or whatever as a defense
Yeah.
mechanism, so they blend in.
Texas horned lizard shoots blood from his eyes as their defense mechanism.
Blood from his eyes.
What the fuck does they even do? You got blood on me. What did he fucking do?
I was gonna have blood anyway when I eat you.
Yeah.
Iberian rib newts, W-N-E-W-T.
Yeah,
Newts,
newts.
yeah.
Newts use their ribs as spikes.
Interesting.
Sperm
heard
whales
yourself.
use clouds of poop.
Ugh.
That is a good one. It's gonna get you.
That shit is definitely just floating in the water.
Yeah.
Some ants literally self-combust.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
not
I seen
defense
that.
mechanism. You're just dead regardless.
I'm gonna do it to myself so you don't get the satisfaction.
Yeah.
Weird. Avery's starting to go through her animal phase, Darrick.
Oh, Ivy is too. She loves
Really?
Yeah.
She I showed her armadillo for the first time,
Mm-hmm.
and she said, "It looks like sand strew."
Bro,
I said, "You're fucking right. You're
Have you
so
seen-
right."
have you seen the videos I tagged you in?
No,
They're basically Animal Planet videos, but they're Pokemon.
I did see that. I did see
And
that.
there's literally, I don't know why, but it's low key just cool to see them.
Mhm.
And when it's like AI generated and everything
Yeah.
like that, but from seeing them in a video game and they're like on a little screen, so like you can see somewhat of what it would look like in real life, it's just cool as fuck.
You know, I be seeing videos like that all the time, where it's like, if you're lost at sea, which Pokemon would you want to protect you?
Yeah.
And it's AI generated, but like that some of this stuff is crazy,
Like
man.
I couldn't imagine that shit being real life, where animals are just different. They're like higher beings, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If there's one anime world to live in, I think I would pick that one.
I'll pick Yu-Gi-Oh.
You're going to get banned to the fucking Shadow Realm. What are you going to do then? There's a real, like, I don't know, is there a bad spot to be in Pokemon, if that makes sense?
Yeah.
Isn't it just a loser
Yeah.
streak?
It's just a loser streak. All my Pokemon
Unless you
are
get
off.
caught into like you're in a part where it's like a bunch of dangerous Pokemon or
Sure,
something.
yeah.
Like you're going into a tourist in the jungle or
Right,
something like
right.
that.
It's rare that you hear stories about Pokemon trainers literally dying from, like, I don't know, running into high grass.
Like what happened to Brock?
What happened to him? I think he just retired, bro. He got a kid now, what I heard.
Yeah.
Pokemon as a sidekick, if you had to pick one. Just
Charizard, my favorite Pokemon.
that's such a bad pick.
Why? Because he's on fire?
Yeah, literally, yeah.
But he
If
can fly
Charizard was
places.
in here, everything is on fire right now. And there's nothing you can do about it. It ain't like he got a mechanism to put the fire out. You just have to carry a fire extinguisher everywhere you go.
It's a risk I'm at, but I don't have to ever buy a plane ticket. I could just fly him.
Do you know Charizard is our height?
Damn.
Yeah.
And then how
Yeah.
tall is Charmeleon?
He got to be small,
shorter.
bro.
Yeah.
Wait,
me see.
Charmeleon, isn't he the evolution of?
No.
He's the middle evolution.
He's the pre-evolution.
Yeah, the middle.
Yeah. He said he want Charizard.
Charizard's the
The
big
final.
one.
That's the
Final.
big list.
Yeah, they got
Oh.
Charizard listed at 5'7", brother. Me and him are looking at each other eye to eye.
But he's strong, though.
He a big ass dude.
Wait, I forgot the progression. It goes Charizard, Charmeleon, and then who else?
Bro, that's Charmander.
Charmander.
Charmander, then Charmeleon, then Charizard.
I would
Okay.
love to see you take a Pokemon quiz, but not like no, so like just name that Pokemon.
Oh, I
Who-
Who's
that?
that?
Who's
Yeah,
that
that's a
Pokemon?
real thing.
Yeah,
it would have to be only the ones that I grew up
like
on.
Gen 1 type Pokemon.
I can't name anything past that.
Do you know for alligator?
No.
Okay, so I'm trying to figure out what gen you may have, because I'm assuming you know more than just Gen 1.
Probably not.
Really? Let's see.
Yeah,
who's
I
Gen
wonder
2
if you could
starters?
do.
You know Chikorita?
The bird, right?
Nope. Okay, so you really are just
Okay,
Maybe
Gen
I need
1.
to see a picture.
Hold on, KB. I'm gonna put
I've
this.
seen, yeah,
Okay, so
the
you know
grass
some Gen
Pokemon.
2.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
a grass Pokemon.
I'm gonna put this in the group chat, and this is literally like it's a mystery, and it's like Pokemon question mark, and this is like one of the. You better know who this Pokemon is if you ever seen it, but it should be funny. Oh shit! Hold on, give me 1 second.
Yeah.
Keep talking. Keep talking.
Yeah. It is cool because that Avery is able to like say that this real life animal is similar to the Pokemon that she already knows. Because a lot of the times, of course, they're based on that Pokemon, so they have some similarities outside of just looking similar. The like the way they act or some of their defense mechanisms or whatever translate across. So it's always cool to see like your kid learning and stuff. She like full on reading too.
She hilarious, man.
The funniest kid. I
Her and
know.
Ivy are just,
Two P's.
my goodness, man.
It's cool to watch the kids grow up, man.
They was beating my ass.
Yeah, they were.
I'm talking about the top one, D Mills. Could you tell who that is?
Oh, that's the cat. That's with
He is
rated
a cat.
R, right?
Rated R.
Team
What's her
Rocket.
Team Rocket.
Team Rocket.
Motherfucker just got to turn to WWE real quick.
That's Meowth though.
Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't remember
One
his
of the
name.
few talking Pokemon, like full on conversation Pokemon.
Remember he beat Onyx with them buckets of water.
I don't remember that.
That's like the first.
What
season.
y'all
gotta
got
be
planned for Thanksgiving? How many houses y'all have to go to?
I'm
3.
hosting Thanksgiving for my family.
You say you're hosting?
Yeah,
That's what's up. Hosting is
So you
there's
ain't
a lot
gotta go
of work.
nowhere,
no.
but it's convenient.
It's so convenient.
But for Angie's family, we're gonna go to their house on Friday.
Okay. Thanksgiving after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got 3 houses to go to.
3?
Our cousin's doing something.
I keep forgetting.
Then my dad and then my
Your dad cooking?
stepmom. Not really. You know, he cook all day now, so it's like it's something real small from my understanding, but it's mostly wanting to see the family more than anything. So we're just gonna chill there for a little bit and
Do you eat his grilling?
absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, because if it's anybody I can trust to make sure it ain't got no allergens in it, it's him. Yeah, make sure I'm good.
He ever just drop stuff off for you?
Well, not all the time, but yes, he'll call me like, "Yo, I'm wrapping up at the shop. You want this?" I'm like, "Sure, yeah. Give me that brisket that didn't sell. Thank you."
If that piece cobbler ever make it back, I would have bring that, Jack.
Shout out to Pops. We should have let him cater. Now that I think about it.
Oh, I would have definitely fucked
But
up.
it wouldn't have been Thanksgiving food. It would have been barbecue. It's like, if we're going to do Thanksgiving, let's do Thanksgiving food.
Oh, yeah, didn't he gave us ribs last year, right?
He
That
sure
was
did.
2 years ago.
Was that 2 years ago? He
Yeah.
sure did give us ribs, though. at one
Incredible.
point.
Amazing.
So, yeah, maybe we get a dish from my dad next time, and the rest we keep traditional. Because I can't take the catfish off the menu based
Hell no.
on people talking.
Hell no. Suzanne said, so we should get two
Two
pans
pans.
instead of 2 pans. I'm like, yeah. Next year, I'll be surprised if I eat any chicken.
Hey, I don't blame you.
It's on you, Darrick.
All right, man, we appreciate y'all listening to another great episode of Numbers on the Board. From me, from P, from Kenny, from Mike. We out, baby.
We'll see y'all Saturday.